what happened last session.
uh, are we are not good revolutionary planners. Is what happened.
Oh yeah, fuck. Okay. uh, I think it was like ODB and Ginkgo swapped out places. A little bit of chatting. We started planning our our resistance movements. Didn't they all go to hell? Like just straight up got fucking blasted.
They have not yet, but they will.
They will. Right.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, we headed out to the helicopter with the Emp rifle from Dogtown. And while we were holed up there, we heard an argument. It turns out that it was hunting parties, two competing hunting parties. I believe it was from the dog and the cat tribe that were arguing over a kill. And while uh, while Big L was still with us, we de-escalated the situation and said we would go hunting with everybody, and the two parties could then split the yield from both hunts. Um, they were not keen on that idea until Drake Atlas said that's the way it was going to be, and suddenly they were accepting of that plan. The hunt was successful. Uh, we then we handed the Emp rifle over. We spent a significant amount of time gaming out and plotting out what our two cells would do. And unfortunately, the dice did what dice sometimes do, and things did not go great. However, um, we did decide that our action would be to go to the Bear Enclave, and I believe we actually decided to try and stand a cell up there. Although I'm not certain of that, but I think that's sort of where we left off.
That is
I,
correct.
yeah, I believe that our goal was to try to get a cell in place there.
Mm-hmm.
That is correct. Although the roles for the resistance cell actions, probably just add a row to the sheet for what the to the resistance sheet for what the PCs choose to do.
Yeah,
Regardless,
that's a good call.
although the rolls have been made and we as players know what will happen, those events have not actually transpired yet, since it is now just the next day. Trivat has left with the Emp rifle to make your wishes known to the various cells, some of which will take a little longer to reach the cells and therefore to get those actions moving. It is yeah, he didn't show up until night, so that makes it a new day. I believe you all had chosen to rest. All right, 1 second. Oh, right there. I believe you all had chosen to rest in the helicopter for another night, making it I sure am. Making it a new morning. The spring air is still settling in. It is still cooler in the mornings, although the sounds of life return to Paradise Valley. You know that the bear enclosure is to the east, across the river, which you will have to decide how you are going to cross.
Oh my god.
What
Okay.
is the actual?
If you have less than 10 feral points, make sure you
Oh,
add
yeah.
a max of 2 feral points.
Um, 3, 4, 5.
I guess if I got any animal things for this.
Any animal thing?
Any animal power.
Any animal powers?
Powers.
I mean, you should have 2 powers that you started with.
Yeah, these powers ain't got nothing to do with a river.
Got it. You all are aware of 3 main ways that the river, the river
Mhm.
is crossed.
A criver runs through it.
The river runs through it. The going from north to south, there is the ford between the dog tribe and the reptile tribe habitats with which you are familiar. You have crossed over it once to get into. You have crossed over it, twice there and back again. When you went to get Piaf to take her to the meeting with the Badger tribe. It is the same crossing that you are aware that the rats are occasionally using to continue their war on the cat tribe. South of the ford, which the ford is basically where the river empties out into the central lake of Paradise Valley. And in the center of that lake is the ape habitat, where your reptile operatives will be heading to try to recruit from within the ape tribe. You do know that the apes themselves essentially run a ferry service from the western shore of the lake to the island in the middle of the lake, and sometimes, if necessary, across to the east. The last option, far, far farther to the south of that, and almost to the actual main gates of Paradise Valley, there is a bridge that crosses over the river down straight into the bear habitat. You could also try to swim the river, although it is a little it's a little cold. It's a lot cold, actually.
I think we cross at the waterfall.
Hey, I'm down.
How would we have a general sense of um, how much the bridge is monitored by watchers?
There is an active checkpoint, I believe, at the bridge. I
Yeah,
want to
that's
say
like the
it's in.
best place for them to get
Right.
across. You know.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that leads to that bridge is on like the road.
That is correct. It is on the road that runs from one side of Paradise Valley to the other.
Yeah, so a lot of
God damn.
a lot of watcher activity.
According to what you would all know of the geography of Paradise Valley, a simple wooden bridge from the old age allows hikers to cross the river without having to dare the ice-cold wild rapids. A fairly well-preserved car wreck, some sort of Volkswagen, is parked on the bridge and serves as a hunting cabin for the bear tribes. They can keep watch over the river and the surrounding groves from the bridge. Grumpy hunters from that tribe can often be found there fishing. They prefer that others don't use the bridge.
I think one, I do like the idea of crossing the waterfall. I think, like it would be fun to go through Ape Tribe, but it seems like getting across might cost us something.
Yeah.
The other is we go across the way that we know, through Reptile Land, where I do have food waiting for us should we be getting low on food. And then we can take, then from there head into bear territory. But I'm open for any of it,
You are deep in badger territory currently, so you will have to, at the very least, cross from badger territory into
Right.
dog tribe territory. There is
Yeah.
a trail that will run you straight to the road. There are a number of checkpoints.
Yeah.
Along
I'd love to go like south, wilderness all the way, of course.
Yeah.
But
Hell
I'd love
yeah.
to go south. It's just the problem of then it's only the bridge or trying to cross the river ourselves.
Right.
Just because south is all like new area,
Yeah.
right? Where north, like we've already been there before. Not that there's not new stuff.
No, I think for me, it seems like the options are between the ford and the waterfall for crossing.
The waterfall is crazy.
Yeah, I mean the waterfall is crazy, right? But it is shorter.
I mean, there's rocks. You got to be able to jump from one to
Right.
another.
Right. I mean, I think
Wait, okay, I just need to clarify for myself. When you say waterfall, are you talking the top of the waterfall or the bottom of the waterfall?
Whichever. We don't know.
Okay.
In my mind, it's the top because that's dangerous.
Okay. That's what I was looking for. In your
Right.
mind, which method?
right. No, I mean, I think the ford is the way to go, right? That way, if we fall into the water, we aren't swept down the waterfall to our deaths.
Yeah, I don't got a potion for drowning.
Get on that, Ginkgo.
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay, guys, I'm on it.
So yeah, I would vote that we go down by the ford, try and cross there.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we off-road it.
Yep.
Find a hole in the fence, or try to make one.
Mhm.
And then we just wilderness our way all the way up.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Alrighty. Heading out through the helicopter, I'm going to go out on a limb here and guess that you're not going to the trail, that you will take the route you've taken through the forest to the inner fence,
Mhm.
pass through Dogtown, over the trail up to over north of the checkpoint near the crossing.
The fjord where we have crossed before.
Yeah. There, like that I was saying, there's a checkpoint at the docks, essentially, where the apes ferry people from. I'm assuming you're avoiding that entirely.
We definitely are not going to the docks.
Correct. Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, based on where that checkpoint is, I'm guessing that we probably go north of that checkpoint to get to the river and then walk down, sort of walk south down the banks of the river till we get to the ford.
Yeah, we just take a wide berth.
Yeah.
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 We we take the
Yeah.
circuitous route, much like the route Dawson appears to be on. I don't know, every day for work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Calculate how much this is going.
As we approach the crossing,
Mhm.
we stop for like a break, right? We've been walking for a while. We're passing around some water. um, I turn and look at Ginkgo and say, "All right, it's time. Time to settle it."
What the hell are you talking about? What the hell are you talking about?
I set down what little trappings I have on me. Begin stretching my waist, stretching my legs and arms.
Oh
You
my
better get
God.
limbered up.
I know what this is.
Oh yeah, it's
Uh,
time. It's time.
Um. Okay. Uh. I'm getting ready to run. Actually, I'm gonna book it. Book it.
You are stretching up. Ginkgo just takes off running.
I turn to Hugh and say, "Oh, wow, he's fast, huh?"
Yeah, I didn't think that's how that was going to work out. Hey, Kiko.
What do you want? I got my
Fu-
I got my machete in my hand.
Come on back here. You're going to get yourself hurt.
Y'all gonna hurt me.
Whatever
The
gave
only
you that
thing,
idea?
the only thing I'm gonna hurt is your pride.
What does that mean?
It means it's a jumping contest. Rabbits versus reptiles.
I'm a hare.
Okay, I'm not a reptile.
Boom! Shots fired.
Okay.
Boom, boom.
Let's. I'm gonna run back. I made this character to be a real good runner. Okay.
All right,
Oh,
now
we're just gonna
just let me
jump.
know. Is this for distance or for height?
Oh, it's both. We're gonna jump our way across the crossing. First one to slip loses. First one to make it to the other side wins.
Okay. So we racing basically. We racing over time.
Oh, well, yes, but it's jumping, not running.
All I gotta do is jump. Okay. Yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Mm-hmm. I want to see if all the rumors are true.
I guess we're racing. I guess we're racing.
Are you doing
I
this
did not
now?
take the animal power. I-
Yeah, we're it's a challenge. A challenge has been thrown down. The gauntlet has been tossed.
Okay.
The rules are such we have to jump across this because it's like we're fjording the river, right? But I think last time we were also like leapt from rock to rock, is how it was described a bit.
That is true. There is a significant journey before you reach the ford because that's one, two,
It'll be a
three,
bit.
4, 5-ish hours away.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
okay.
Or are you just waiting? Okay, you were waiting till you got to the ford to issue this challenge.
To issue the challenge. Yeah, obviously, if things happen in between, then obviously
Yeah.
we deal with that.
Not anymore. Let's go. Because there
Okay,
is still
okay.
significant travel from where you are crossing down to the bear habitat.
Yes.
I
Okay.
feel like this is a good. I don't have the animal power, but like I feel like I got a chance. I feel like I got a chance.
I feel like you have a chance. Unfortunately for you, I do have that animal power.
Okay.
It
Um,
is
How we do?
5
How we doing
hours
this?
later. The sun is high in the sky as the river appears before you. Icy cold water just frothing white as it passes through the rocks. At the lowest point at this ford, a number of wide boulders and mossy stones serving as a makeshift crossing. Oh boy.
Okay.
Okay. The challenge. I feel like this is going to come down to a move roll,
Right.
but one of you has the leap power.
maybe
I
that just
think.
like helps me on the roll, right? Because
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
yeah.
My thought was there are a number of powers like Sixth Sense or other powers that for every feral point you spend, you modify your roll by +2. I feel like that seems like a reasonable solution for using the leap power for this jump, for this
Maybe. I mean,
race.
it doesn't do that on its own. But
That is correct. It does not. Normally, it just allows you to jump 30 feet, I think it is.
yeah, something pretty wild.
Okay.
Uh, the
If I get to
crossing
roll in
point.
this, I can go crazy faster than you. I know I can beat you in the initiative. That first step, I'm gonna take off. I'm gonna take off.
Yeah, but it's that second step you gotta watch out for. I've seen it.
In a wide and shallow part of the river, a number of large rocks make it possible to cross to the other side without swimming. However, it requires crossing 30 yards of slippery rocks. The water here is very rapid. Animal mutants from different tribes sometimes use the ford to cross the river. It is also of strategic significance in the war between the rat and the cat tribes. So it's 30 yards across. So one jump from jump won't do it.
Yeah, but I
Uh,
don't want to use that to like
yeah.
lessen the rolling. I think the rolls are dictating because like maybe I can jump that far, but like there's probably not a rock right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just offering the use of feral points for a modifier to your roll since you do have a power which would apply here.
Cool. What are we
Or it's just a straight up contested move roll between the two of you.
what do you think about it's do we want to do like first to 3 or like first highest like what are how do we determine the winner? Is it a single roll?
Right. Okay. Right. This is the thing. Can I spend a feral point to use my sixth sense so that can help me with my move?
Sixth Sense is for avoiding ambushes. So it's not just like a general spidey sense.
Wait, this is another one. Hold on. I'm talking about fast reflexes. That's what I'm talking
Oh. Okay, hold on. Let me look up the thing for contested rolls in this game again. I think it's just both roll and then
Yeah, I think it's like
more
obviously that
successes
is
is the typical
yeah,
way.
I think that is like one roll for. Oh yeah, that's right
This
because this
is
game is
y'all's.
how many successes? I was thinking along the lines of like one success, like a successful roll, and that was like it. But yeah, we actually can um do really good or really bad all on our own
I was
with
gonna say
one maneuver.
this is y'all's conflict, so I will put it to you whether you want this to be just a contested move roll, one roll, Whoever scores the most successes wins. If there is a tie, it's a tie. Or if you want this broken down into a series of contested move rolls, or contested actions, I should say, that is possible as well.
I mean, I don't know about you. I like the idea of more than just one roll for it, right?
I'm
And I
all for
don't
that.
mean this to like take a long time, but it feels like 2 or 3 rolls gives like a leap, and then making it. What do you feel?
Yes, I'm all for that. We can make. You want to do best of 5? Best of 5?
I think maybe best of 3. I don't want this to take
Best of
forever,
3?
right? We got shit to do,
Okay,
right?
okay.
um,
Oh yeah, I forgot. We can push and shit.
yeah. There's like
Yep.
pushing and stuff like that. I think what it is, right? Okay, we'll have to do if we want to do 3 rolls, essentially to see how we do. I guess at the end, it's really counting who has the most successes at the end of it, right?
So we're doing most successes or total successes over 3 rolls. Whoever has the most wins. Not 3 contested rolls. Winner of 2 of the 3 rolls wins.
I think both are good ways to do it, but I don't want to be the dictator of it.
I like the latter. We do the 3 contested rows.
Okay.
Who wins the best at 3?
Okay, 3 contested rolls. Okay.
3 contested rolls.
Yeah.
Best 2 out of 3.
Okay,
Which means
and
this
if you
could be decided by the second roll.
yes, okay, and I can spend Pharaoh points into jumping, and then those become skill die. Right?
Essentially my offer was like there are a number of animal powers, not feral powers, that like Sixth Sense, like oh my god,
Yeah. I just want to
just
make sure
go to a
that
section.
when I'm adding the die, it's skill die is just what I'm.
It should be
putting
skill
in.
dice for modification. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I
Okay.
spend
Let
one
me
for my fast reflex.
I was going to say, let me look real quick at my skill list. We've got move. Is there anything else that feels like it makes sense? I think one of these might end up being, well, no, because if you're not falling in the water, then an endure roll is not necessary.
But we might fall in the water. Somebody might fall in the water.
Yeah.
That is a possibility.
Yeah.
Feels like watching like the ref talk about a controversial call way into the fourth quarter.
All right. I'm assuming Hugh is doing the on your marks, get set, go.
Absolutely. Is everybody ready?
Ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. Now, first to the other side wins. No interfering with the other racer. Let's keep this clean. On your marks.
Okay.
Get set.
I peer into the future.
Okay.
3 successes. Holy shit.
Yeah, I peer into
Is this
the
not
future.
crazy?
It's crazy.
Not crazy.
It's crazy. God, I was 50-50 on whether to help you or help me, honestly. Because
I
if
think I
you
see
win,
which one
that's
you
awesome
picked.
too. Yeah.
I
But
think-
I'm seeing my future, and okay. So it's I see myself successfully leaping and crossing the river.
Okay.
All right. Give me that first move roll.
Okay. And then okay, and then the 3 successes are just added onto it. Okay. Ginkgo, you aren't gonna like this. I've been saving Pharaoh points for weeks.
What the hell
Oh,
is he
it's
talking
only
about?
one success though. Holy.
Wait, hold up. We can lock this in.
Okay, but I have 3
I'm doing.
successes from my scry, so I have 4 total right now.
Mhm.
We still got a chance here. We still
You
got a
do got
chance
a
here.
chance. Yeah, you do.
Hold on. Right. I'm doing this straight up. I'm doing this straight up, Chad. I think so. I think so. All right, we got to do it.
Um, for this round and this round only, since I feel like Sixth Sense kind of applies to a ready set go. If you want to spend a feral point for it, it'll be the same
I will.
2 modification. But man, you got to beat 4 successes this round. That's
Okay. We gotta let him have it. We just gotta let him have it this round. We just gotta let him have
You
it.
don't want to. You don't want to push. You're not gonna push.
Bro, I know I gotta get you these next 2 rounds. I know.
go ahead and roll 2 more skill dice if you spent the feral point, and keep track of how many feral points you all are spending on this, and we will roll the feral points on the other side. I'm not gonna have somebody suddenly go feral in the middle of the river.
Okay. Let me roll 2 more skill dice.
Still not okay.
Okay.
Okay. I soar high into the sky. Isn't it eclipse? No, it's my belly.
Is Ginkgo pushing the first roll?
No, we can't push it. We can't push it.
So, I mean, right now you have no successes. You will fall in that river if you have no
Oh
success.
yeah. Fuck. Okay, watch this.
Watching.
And don't forget to push the extra skill dice as well.
Oh,
You are
Oh,
gonna
wait,
no.
hold
need
up.
to hit.
There you go. Okay.
I damn near twist my ankle.
Yeah, there is very much a landing that sends you reeling, like the whirlwind arm, or the like spinning arms, the back and forth like cartoon trying to get your balance thing going. This water is fucking freezing. You're not like submerged or anything, but it's going over those rocks. Those rocks are slick. They are cold. It is bad times. It is bad times, guys.
Why did I accept this? What a fucking. Oh man. All right. All right.
Okay, it's time. It's time to
It's
go.
time.
It's time to pop
It's
up.
time. Let's
Okay,
go.
I've already seen my future. Although I succeeded, I could see it again, but I feel like that's not the move.
I got 2.
Hell
Okay, but
yeah.
also keep in mind, number 1, you gain 2 feral points. You have taken 2 points of fatigue.
Oh yeah.
So you're
Hold up.
actually only rolling 1 base die right now.
I'm only rolling 1 base die. Oh, that's crazy.
Now, you have no successes
Oh.
on your base dice, so that's not a big deal.
Okay, let's add the fatigue as well.
Mhm.
I
Let's
will
go.
remind you that you did create some fatigue potions last session during the night.
Are you
That's
gonna
why
dope in the middle of our contest? Are you
Hell
doping?
yes. Hell yes.
Because I do encourage
bro,
drug usage.
we're doing drugs here. I mean, we, we let Abigail go crazy with the drugs. I get to have my drug.
I look at you and say, "You need a timeout," as I'm like opening my booze.
It's, it turns into like fucking Popeye the Sailor Man. Cracks it open and it just flies into his fucking mouth.
All right. You consume 1 dose of your invigorating potion that will heal 1d6 points of fatigue. So roll a die and you'll have any fatigue damage.
Yeah. Oh my god, this.
You
Oh,
nailed
Only
six.
it. Huge roll.
needed 2. got 6. You, I think, have 1 dose of that potion left, if I remember the brew potion roll correctly.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Yeah.
All right, watch this, kid. Let me show you how it's done. With
Only
1 success.
not beating his 2 this time. Is Gamma pushing that roll to take the lead, to take the win, and the
You don't wanna-
agility damage?
You don't want to risk it. You don't. You know you're not a close. You know you're not a close like that. You know you don't believe in yourself.
Look, you know how many dice are sitting here? Of course I'm pushing it. It's only 1. It's only 1 failure.
Like,
Oh, yes!
Yeah.
oh, can I push? Can I push?
Yeah.
Hold up. Okay.
You don't want any of this
I'm a-
heat,
I'm a-
Genko. You don't want any of this heat.
No, I want the heat. Hold up. Watch this. I got tenacious.
Oh God. Oh no. Oh no.
Give it to me.
Oh, we have a
Give it to
tie.
me.
Okay, but you drank. Yeah, that's right. You all your agility is back. Yes. Okay.
Well, it was, but now you are both down 1 agility.
Come on. We can do
You are
this.
neck to neck as you approach the 3rd. Oh no, we might actually have a tie in this entire competition.
I can do this all day. You're slowing down, not me.
What if you say, oh, you old ass frog? What if you say?
Okay.
We got this. We got this.
Okay. Hell yes. I have no modifiers. I'm just rolling straight. I will not see
Rolling
the
it
future.
straight up with you.
Straight up.
1 success.
Oh, we got one. We got one in the bag. Hold up.
1
I knew we had
success.
one. We gotta push.
I
You're
can't see from this
pushing?
side. Who won?
Keep in mind, you have an agility damage, so that 5 is not actually there. So you're just rolling the skill dice. Actually,
Hey.
did you account for your agility damage? I think
Yeah.
He's not damaged. I am, but he'll only take damage if he pushes this.
correct. Well, he's got 1 already from the last roll.
Yeah, I got one.
Roll
from
number
that one.
2
And
after
already,
drinking his potion.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Right now, you all are. Oh my God, stop phone. Right now, you all are tied for the 3rd round.
I forget it doesn't do this. Hold on, let me try.
So if you want to push that, you do still have the 2 skill dice. You can. You will
Of
take
course.
another point of fatigue, however.
Of course, I will do this. Of course, I will push again. Of course.
No.
That gives you
can't-
2.
It can't be like this. It can't be like this. Even if I push, because I'll take the wait, I'll have. If I push, I don't have the damage yet. I'll just
Where was
have
your
this. So I'd have 3 dice still. I'd have to hit 3 successes on all my dice.
Pushing your roll. Well, the middle success for Ginkgo's roll is not there because he should be down to 2 agility from the agility damage. Phone, I swear to God, I'm gonna.
Ooh,
Anyway,
he's getting mad.
right
He's
now
getting mad.
we are in a case of Gamma has 1 success on this last roll. Ginkgo has 2. Gamma, looking up at your last move roll, which has a success, a biohazard, and a 3 on your skill die, you could push that roll and try for a success on the skill die. I mean, you will take that 1 point of damage. Both are going to be so tired at the end of this.
I think it's
Think about your health,
really,
old man.
right. Like we're pushing. We are pushing.
Overall, in the competition, it is 1 win apiece currently, and then a draw. So right now the whole competition's a draw.
I gotta push. Because we gotta see. It's the same. I'm tenacious.
You don't have it in you, old man. You don't have it in you, old
I might
man.
have it in me.
Show me.
I
So
mean, you've already
need-
taken the damage. Might as well.
Right. So it's only the skill die. It will be the only thing that matters on the next one.
Correct. It's the only thing that'll get re-rolled in the first place.
Okay. Okay.
If you were to hit the push button, the other two symbols.
I got you. Okay. I am tenacious. I will. Wait. Let me double check. I'm almost positive. I am tenacious.
Show me what you got. Show me what you got.
No.
Move out the way, old man. It's time for the young people.
The way this competition looks to Hugh is that off the bat, Gamma takes a pretty solid lead. Just they are jumping from rock to rock. Gamma is a couple rocks out. Ginkgo stops, chugs a potion. They keep going. They're moving at about the same speed. Looks like Gamma's going to take it because he's far ahead. And then just at the end, a particularly long leap from Ginkgo, and just they both land on the opposite bank at the same time. You are both exhausted. Don't forget to get your feral points for all the agility damage you've taken, which I think is currently both of you are at 1 agility left.
Feeling good.
As we land, I need to know how many feral points each of you spent during the competition, and I need you to roll that many base dice.
I
only
spent
did
all
one.
10.
You did what?
I spent all 10 of mine.
There's no way.
Yeah, I spent 5 and 5. I just didn't hit successes on all those crazy ones.
Good lord.
Oh, you have no move skill?
Hey, look at that! My composure, well kept.
You're both fine. Now the question is,
I stuck the landing.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
all right. Which one of you guys is gonna come back and jump me over the board?
to say the question is, Hugh, how you getting across?
What's the distance between rocks here?
It varies. The whole crossing is about 30 yards.
Okay.
I'm gonna drink my second dose of my potion.
Okay, second and final.
Hey, you're hogging it all for yourself, I see.
All right.
Oh, did you want some?
Of course.
I think I'm just going
There
to
you go.
take my time and carefully jump from rock to rock. But before I do that, I have this flash. I remember, I don't know, it might have been months ago at this point that I think I found these things, right? I didn't know there's some sort of plastic things. I didn't know what they were for. I found 2 of them, right? They each had little valves on them, right? And I was just like, I got to be able to find a use for something. And I think in this moment, I've got a flash of genius. So I'm going to see if they're still in my pack. I didn't know what they were for, so I might have got rid of them. But I'm going to use my scavenge skill and see if I still have them.
Okay. You've got some water wings. Is that what I'm hearing?
That's exactly correct.
Sure does.
Yeah. They're in bad shape, but I pull them out. I blow them up. Right. They're really just an insurance policy at this point. And yeah, let me know what I need to do to try and make it across this ford. I know how cold it is, so I'd really rather not go in it. But at least
Yep.
now I've got a little bit more confidence that if I do, it's not instant tragedy.
Yeah, just you need to make me a move roll.
Okay.
You are not part of the competition, so you are taking 3 successes. You're fine.
Oh yeah. Well, I just saw two experts both traverse this. I was paying attention, right? So I, can pick the safest path thanks to the efforts and the race of Ginkgo and Gamma as I get
Um,
across. Well, that was really impressive, you two. Very equally matched. We'll have to come up with some different ways to compete. My mind is already reeling with possibilities.
well, forget that. Ginkgo, did you see our man's moves out there?
Hey, he nice with it. He real nice with it.
I thought I was doing good, but come on, buddy, you just crossed that thing lickety split.
Yeah, I mean, I might not have the speed that you guys have, but I am smooth.
My bad. Hey, did we
Uh,
figure out a group handshake yet, or what?
I think, and I mean, just because I'm pretty sure this is the way the scavenge skill works, with that single success, that basically makes the item that I pulled out like a single use item. Is that correct, Ted?
That's correct.
Yeah. So I think as we're in like we're all patting each other on the back and whatever, and we're trying this group handshake, and somebody goes for a high five instead of the handshake, and somebody else that during all of that, I accidentally pop one of the water wings. Aw.
Can you fix it?
I'll hold on to the scraps and see if I can.
Mm. Well, tough luck, Ginkgo. Maybe next time.
What are you talking about? Like what the hell are you talking about?
What do you mean?
I clearly won.
Oh, you clearly won.
Anybody with eyes saw I won.
Well, I've got two of them right here.
Yeah, and you saw the back of my head as I got to the bank.
All right, you had some good moves. All right, I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
I guess it's true what they say. You guys are fast. Good jumpers. I respect it.
Hey, I respect it too, old man. It's hard to keep up with us.
Mm, mm. Maybe I can show you a thing or two, and maybe you can keep me fresh on my feet.
All right, I got you. I got you. You
You
want some
find
of this?
yourselves standing on the eastern bank of the river that has
Yeah.
no real name. Not even the mutants have given it one. It's just the river. You can feel the ground not there is a difference in the feel of the ground now that you are on this side. You can feel it starting to get sort of softer and squishier, wetter, and well, especially you, Gamma, know you are not all that far from the terrarium.
Also, I'm gonna give a mother dose. Mother dose.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Hmm, weird taste. Good.
Roll 1 die,
If I had
recover
to
that
just
many points of fatigue.
if I have to tell you what the taste is like, imagine like ah, how do I say this? A hot, a hot original Red Bull that's just been open for a long time. It's just been open.
Oof.
God.
Ugh, nectar of the
It's supposed to,
gods. Ambrosia, I have tasted thee.
yeah. It gets you up. It gets you up.
Yo, you roll the d6. Let me see how good your potion is. Potion
Right,
seller.
my potions fucking kick ass. What's this?
1 point of fatigue recovery for Gamma.
Good.
Yeah, I see. I'm telling y'all, I'm one of the best with this. Telling y'all.
Does everyone in your tribe know how to make these beverages?
Oh no, that's not an everybody thing, but it's something I picked up in the tools of the trade. You know, I found the best way to, to calm somebody down is to make them a nice drink. So, you know,
I bet to that.
yeah, I want to let this be known. I'm not making alcohol. These are more of like juices, making juices or like, tea of some sort.
But if you drank like all of it, you'd get fucked up though.
Something will happen to you. So
Oh. Hey,
you
juice
will
is
be
good though.
fucked up in one way.
Well, now we're talking.
Yeah, Uh,
All right,
also, right? Sorry, I still got my
no, go
resume.
ahead.
Hey, also, by the way, guys, if y'all know anybody, need somebody just to talk to, get shit off the chest, let me know. I'm a good shoulder to lean on.
Oh.
You got something to say? Yeah.
I get close and lean on you. Oh,
Everything going all right with you, man?
yeah, it's pretty comfy. Yeah, I could do
This is
this.
now, this is now the start of my therapist talent. I, I can I can heal you from confusion or doubt. Just like if we just talk it out. You got any
Cool.
confusion, doubt in you?
Mm, Confusion. Definitely. Hard to know what path is the right one, but doubt, never. I know the road to walk. It's just hard to
Mm,
find the steps.
as long as you keep on walking.
You have crossed into the reptile territory. The air is already starting to get muggier, the ground a little softer. Where are you headed from here? The bear habitat is south and east of you. You would have to cross through the inner fence, although there is a trail that runs from the reptile habitat and into the bear habitat that will cross through a checkpoint on the fence, or not a checkpoint, cross through a gate itself on the inner fence.
Yeah, we are full wilderness. No trails, no watchers.
Well, not quite, because you can actually see that there are a number of drones up in the air, groups of them, not necessarily spying you in particular yet. Although, if you stand here on the edge of the river, it's only a matter of time before one of the patrols passes over you. But you can see a number of these extra patrols, groups of 2 or 3 drones moving around in a crisscross pattern, back and forth. They are high enough that you can't really hear them from this distance, but you know very well that their robotic eyes will see you.
Yeah, we're just mutants. Nothing we can really do about it. Ingo, do you want to go to the reptile tribe?
Okay. Uh, I missed out on the last couple things. What happened with the Walters? What's going on?
Oh, there's just drones
A lot of
about.
drones.
Drones?
Mhm,
A number of
mhm.
patrols.
Yeah, just drones. Just be cool. But we're passing through reptile territory. I thought maybe you'd like to see the terrarium, but I'd understand if you didn't want to.
No, I'm down to see the terrarium. I ain't never been inside, so something new for me.
Oh, okay. I just know, you ran off this morning at merely the hint of a possible unknown danger. And, this place, these people, look, I will keep you safe. You will be safe, but, they'd eat you if they could.
Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna run again.
Mm.
So
Pretty
like,
good idea.
if
None of us are really that fast, so.
I'm not gonna try to find out. So I'm just gonna get the hell on.
Hey, you know what? You're not going to need to find out. Okay, you'll be my guest.
Hey, that's all I need to hear. Just know I will run though. If it gets real sketchy, I will run.
Mm-hmm. And run you will.
I shall.
I think we make a small detour into the terrarium.
Okay. It actually does not take you that long to get to the terrarium. It's less than a mile from the shore of the river, from the bank of the river, rather. And you make your way to your home. You know this place very well. You have been here before, Ginkgo. This is your first time seeing the handful of glass domes, many of which have broken panes of glass where air gets through and into the inside. There are a number of very marshy islands. Your feet sink into the wet ground frequently, just sort of squelching and pulling at your boots as you walk. It is not what you are used to, for certain. You can also, all of you, get the sense that you are being watched, not just by the electronic eyes in the sky, but as you approach the terrarium, Gamma, you know exactly where to look for all of the sentries.
Yeah, of course.
Eyes submerged in the water, that sort of eye shine, gator eyes occasionally, others who are standing on some of the few bits of firm ground. You do pass by Williams, the large snapping turtle who served as bodyguard for Piaf not too long ago.
Williams?
Gives you a nod, has kind of a surprised look on his face as he looks over to Ginkgo and Hugh, gives just barely a nod to you, Hugh.
Williams?
Didn't expect you two home. Well, didn't expect you home. Didn't expect to see you two. And who's this?
Oh, this is,
I'm gonna turn on a dime. My name is Specialist Ginkgo. I am a healer from the Rabbit Tribe.
I think you coughed there for a minute. What did you say your name was?
Oh,
This is our friend Dawkins 20.
Hmm.
oh,
Don't mind him. He had a frog in it. I mean, he wasn't
Oh,
feeling well.
boy. He's our guest.
Welcome to the terrarium. What brings you home, Bieber?
Just in the area. How are things inside? What's the vibe?
He gives a kind of non-committal shrug.
Oh, good then.
They're much as they always are. Piaf is in something of a mood. The extra patrols have everyone on edge here.
No, it'll die down soon enough. You been holding up all right? Getting enough sleep?
I'm doing fine, keeping my watch.
All right, catch you around, Williams.
He nods to each of you again. You should check in with Piaf. She will want to know that there are guests.
Okay.
Sinks the giant sledgehammer back into the mud and just goes back to keeping watch.
Yeah, hell yeah. We progress inward.
I'm
You
breaking
can see
formation.
something that does kind of stand out is that there are a number of marks in the what little bit of ground there is, tread mark. Without even rolling, you can tell that there have been sentinels through here fairly recently, as the ground has not recovered yet.
It's a sign of the times.
Piaf is in her usual spot, sitting on a log not far from a fire on the one largest piece of, I would say, largest island, I guess, that serves as the seat of the reptile council here in the terrarium. A few tents for some of the non-aquatic reptiles scattered around. She is speaking to a couple other members of the Elder Council and sees you coming and just waves them off and stand up and walk off. Give her a little bow. Welcome home, Bieber 97.
93. I'm not that old yet.
Ted forgetting the number. Welcome home, Bieber 93.
You look as lovely as ever.
Oh, look. New guests.
Of
You're
course.
always bringing strays home.
I'm always forging alliances, Piaf.
This wizened old toad turns to look at you, Ginkgo, with a pair of very large, kind of duller eyes than you see on Gamma, but still feeling sharp, still feeling piercing enough. And what does one of our rabbit neighbors want from us here in the reptile tribe? I'm sure Bieber 93 has been offering you all sorts of things. She does not almost slip up and call you Gamma. That was
Yeah,
Ted.
yes.
All right. Nah, he ain't really asked me to do much. He just wanted to show me around, so I wanted to come see.
Oh, a social call. Well, welcome to the terrarium.
It's nice to be here. It's nice to be here. Yeah.
I am Piaf 17, one of the elders of the reptile tribe. Your kind don't leave your warrens very often.
Oh, nah, we don't really do all that. It's yeah, no, our boy here, Bieber told me you guys might eat me, so I'm ready to run right now, actually. So don't do that. Thank you.
Always a kidder, that one.
Oh, okay, yeah, Good joke. Yeah, great joke. Yeah, no, great joke.
It wasn't a
Yeah.
joke. Anyway, we have things to do. I just wanted to let you know that there was a very important guest in the terrarium.
Okay.
Welcome in.
Hey. Uh, oh yeah,
Beaver
name's Dalton.
93, we should talk reptile business at some point before you leave again.
All right, let's. Hugh, you know the way to my den.
Yeah, I think I remember it.
Yeah. Well, why don't you guys go ahead? I'll catch up with you.
Excellent. Uh,
Okay.
follow me, Dawkins 20.
All
I
right.
so, I so badly want to make you roll something to remember, but no.
I'll be down. I'll be down to get lost in a reptile drag.
Get lost in Reptile Town. Yeah.
Fortunately, Reptile Town is not exactly a huge space. It is just a very, very wet space.
It's because as the camera pans under the water, that's where the city is. These other tribes have no idea. We're actually a hyper advanced technology civilization.
Your
definitely
didn't want
space
to tell you
program
that.
is advancing nicely. By the end of the year, you will be launching a Soyuz rocket into space.
Yes. Yes, we are the Atlanteans.
I definitely like the idea that it takes me a while to get my bearings just because I'm not used to landmarks that are waterlogged. And so I'm leading us one direction and then no, I think it's over here.
Yeah, you definitely get some looks as the two of you are walking around Reptile Town with no escort, no real reason. You're clearly not,
Yeah.
merchants. You're just kind of here.
Yeah.
Oh, but I'm fanned the fuck out. Yeah. Oh, what? Oh, that's cool. What's that?
It's an alligator eating another alligator.
Oh, that's a big ass jaw. Oh god.
Lots of reptiles who dip under the water and then just don't come back up,
Awesome.
traversing the underwater pathways of the terrarium.
Oh god. Do you think they can like breathe under there as we're walking?
When the two of you have walked off, Piaf does gesture to one of the logs around the fire, to you, Gamma.
Yeah, I take a seat, lay the staff on the log, and just kind of enjoy the warmth.
It's been a while since we've seen each other. You've been out and about for some time.
It's been like a
We
few
haven't.
days. Take it easy, lady.
We also haven't seen Ringo in a while, so we don't have much news of outside.
Ringo's making his rounds. Last I heard, he was heading up to the cat territory.
I hear the Watchers went in there. In force.
I heard the same thing on the road. But not just there. Watcher presence is increasing everywhere.
Oh, trust me. And she sweeps a hand across the sentinel tracks in the island that you all are sitting on. I know.
What did they
I
want this
get a
time?
feeling, Bieber 93, that you've gotten up to something that's brought them here.
Now, why would you say something like that?
Because you haven't been home in some time. You're not really You're not like Ringo. You don't travel frequently.
You keep tabs on everything I do? I
No,
didn't know you cared.
I don't. I keep tabs on the terrarium. I don't know what you're doing, but I know you're not here. You're not here doing your seeing that you are supposed to do.
Oh, that's where you're wrong. I've been seeing quite a bit, Piaf. I've been seeing truth. And you won't find it hiding here. None of us will.
I don't think my mic picked up me going. So a little louder.
Thank you. Thank you. What is
I'm-
it that you're after?
I want to know what's going on and what's bringing the Watchers here. I'm trying to keep the terrarium in one piece.
Huh.
The Watchers don't normally trouble us. We're good. We're loyal. We do what we're supposed to.
That's
I
all you
can't
have to
feel
do.
like I can't help but feel like with you and ODB out there, ODB 94 out there, that something that you two are doing is stirring things up. Ringo has traveled for us a lot, but Ringo has never, in all his time going all around the valley, we've never had this sort of attention.
And so it's my fault that the Watchers are everywhere. That sounds ridiculous. What could
Not
one little
everywhere.
frog do?
Here.
They come when they want, Piaf. That's the deal. We don't control it. We don't get a say in it. They do. That's it. They're here. They're everywhere. People are scared. Yes, people are scared. Not just here, but in all the other tribal areas. Not even all the dogs are satisfied. Did you know?
Why would I be concerned with what the dogs want? I'm not a dog elder. I'm an elder
Well,
of the reptile tribe. This tribe's safety is my job. This tribe's happiness. You're making them happy much harder.
not just our tribe. That's what I'm seeing. All the pain we feel, everyone else is also feeling it. Our struggle is their struggle. Our fates are connected, Biaf. Only by working together will we find the great marsh. Big enough for all. Enough for all. This storm we'll weather. We've weathered many before.
We'll see. Hopefully one day you can stop looking out there and be content with what's here. Big enough for all. We all fit in Paradise Valley. Plenty of space. You're starting to sound like one of the rats, always wanting more. If we are supposed to have more, the Watchers will give us more.
They don't want us to have more. And maybe I do have something in common with the rats.
Hey, also, the rats are attacking our borders. I don't know if you remember that. They're doing the same thing they did to the cats to us.
He says to Hugh in
I got you, bro. We was told that. I don't want you to forget it. It's your time to argue. Fuck that bitch.
Insane that Dawkins ran all the way up here to say that at that exact moment.
the real trick is they just never found your den. They got lost. Ended up back on this
Yeah,
island.
they walked back. They've actually been standing here for like 10 minutes.
Well, go see to your friends. I will give you this. It's certainly been more lively since you've been walking about.
It's. I lost purpose when they took her. I have purpose now, Piaf.
Always a sad day when the Watchers take one of ours. It was an especially sad day when they took her. But the Watchers have been doing this for generations. They know what they're about. We just have to trust in them.
Just keep doing what you're doing. And keep the terrarium safe. We both work for our tribe.
Stares at you for a moment and then puts her head down and goes back to some
Business that she's
some business that she had going on.
I grab my staff and take a few steps off and try to find where my my peeps are.
Standing not too far off, I guess.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. We never made it there.
Oh, everything okay?
It was this gecko that had like really nice blue tail, and I low key started following it for a while until it just swam off.
Mm.
And Hugh, what? I don't. What happened after that? What happened?
Well, I mean, your focus hasn't been the greatest since we got in here. First, you followed the gecko with the blue tail. Then
Yeah.
it went under the water. Then
Uh
you
huh.
pointed out the crocodile, and like I tried to suggest that maybe you be a little bit more low key about it, but no, you kept pointing, and then it
It was
went
a
under
big
the
crocodile.
water. It was a big crocodile, but like this is their home. They don't really like being pointed at so much. So maybe play it cool, play it smooth, like your boy Hugh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you
Okay.
could learn a thing or two from Hugh. He's the coolest
Yeah.
guy I know.
It's just
I'm cool, all right.
it's just y'all. Hey, honestly, y'all got like cool body types. Like you got cool features going on here. Like the whole women for this long. I haven't seen one guy since we got here. Went under and I haven't seen him come back up.
Yeah, a lot of folks here are, secretive. cautious. I mean, cautious like you're cautious.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Hmm.
I got 3 different escape plans for if someone tries to come kill me.
That's pretty crazy. You keep saying things like that. Like you're ready to run. I'm fanning out. I'm flanking. I'm not even sure what that means.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great. Um, I have a friend I could introduce you to.
Oh.
They've got a big smile. I'll see
All
if
right. Yeah.
my old friend Moroder something something is around. My best
Just Marauder.
friend in the entire world. Marauder 7.
So rather than going to your den, you just head to his.
Yeah. Yeah, he's talking about how he wants to see our weird bodies. Hey, I'll show you a weird body. Go follow me.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's go on.
Uh, Marauder actually has a fairly moderately sized pavilion tent on one of the islands that serves as the infirmary for the terrarium. They didn't put it in one of the globes because many of those can only be accessed underwater, and since not all of the reptile tribe is that comfortable with water, they've kept his ER, as it were, on land. Uh, Situated on the far side of the terrarium from the fire where the elders sit, there are a couple smaller tents outside that serve as dens for a number of creatures. And as you approach the larger pavilion, excuse
Yeah, say hi to all the little freaks.
me,
Little sick freaks that are always here.
uh, certainly a number of faces you have seen a couple of times before. In this spot, I mean, like this is obviously you know most of these people. This is your tribe, but a couple who have pulled up here in not the greatest of shape on a regular basis. Moroder is in his infirmary tent, peering over the wounds of a couple individuals. No
Is that
one
a
seems to
turtle
be.
without a shell?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He's
Oh
been in
man.
physical therapy for a long time.
Ah.
Okay, well, other than that guy, no one seems to be in particularly rough shape. But there are um, a couple individuals who have a number of bumps, bruises, cuts, nothing major. But whoever he is dealing with now, a face with who you've seen them, Bieber, like you know them by sight. You couldn't tell anyone their name. You've never had a conversation um, with this frilled lizard who is probably in the worst shape. There are a number of holes that have been torn through the frill around his neck. There is a couple fairly sizable lacerations in his torso, and Marauder, the very tall. Did I ever actually post that? Yeah, I did. Okay.
Yeah, there's a
Uh,
picture. He's like an
older
old alligator guy,
older
right?
alligator guy in a pair of cracked spectacles is tipping a vial of some sort of liquid up for him for the individual on the bed to drink, and he does and lays back and closes his eyes, and his breathing begins to settle. And
Can he beat a scrub in?
oh god, I think this was my old dude.
It
Oh,
is.
Bieber,
Oh yeah.
welcome back in. That's definitely not it, but it is now.
It is now.
Hey man, I've been trying to find a voice all night.
Hey, me too. I think the other one who's got it is like Adam. Adam's got you down very well.
Adam's locked in.
Adam's locked in with you.
What brings you home?
Well, I wanted to stop in to see how you're doing, and also my friend Dawkins 20 here has a fascination with strange-looking creatures.
Oh
He,
no, it's not strange looking creature. It's just more. It's unique. I've never seen it before.
yeah, he likes the
Uh,
way we look.
yeah.
I am
Uh,
still pretty damn good looking.
yeah, man. Yeah, you are. Come on, here. Uh, oh, fuck, I can't. I was, I'm so used to playing ODV. I was gonna do the reptile handshake, but I don't know it anymore.
You've lost something dearer than you can imagine.
Look, I'm gonna go for a handshake. We'll go for a nice strong handshake.
What brings the rabbit down into the reptile habitat? You don't normally leave your warrens.
Oh man, nah. Uh, your boy here. He wanted to show me around, so I decided. Oh,
Hmm. You met him in your habitat and he brought you here?
oh no, we met each other. I was foraging for like medicinal herbs for brews for potions. You make potions, right? Or
Sure
you or
do.
so?
Gestures over at a table containing a number of vials and clay pots, a stone mortar and pestle that is on 3 legs, uh, a fairly rough pumice stone.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh
You
my God.
dabble in the healing arts?
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm pretty good actually. I like to say I like to say I'm up there. I'm up there with a couple people.
He gestures around to the handful of individuals with kind of minor wounds. Well, if you'd like to lend a hand, I would certainly not be. It would certainly be appreciated. I'm not sure what sentence I was going for, but it just died in my head.
Dawkins, who are the people that you're up there with?
Um. Okay. First, hold up. Just I was grabbing a pizza, my oven, so just burnt shit up my fingers trying to think. I got to think of the names. I got to remember their names actually, because super smart. Okay, so it's let's see. Uh, oh my God, like he doesn't have a name. He doesn't have official. Uh, it's my he's my mentor, Patches. He taught me everything. So I don't know.
Wait,
Oh,
did I only give them rabbit names? Did I not send
You
you like
get you gave he's only Captain Patch. Captain Patch. That's all I got for him. I don't know
Captain
his like
Patch. Well, he sounds important.
the one person I needed to talk about is I don't know his name over here.
No, my underlying files, all I have is Captain. Well, that's his name. His name is Captain Patch.
That's- God. Yeah, Captain Patch. He's one of the best. He's one of the best
Give me a second to
humans.
see.
Hmm. Well, perhaps if we make it to your territory, an introduction.
Oh, probably. I don't. I don't know about that. I can help you guys. Fuck! I burnt the shit out of my finger. Let's see.
Let me see if I have it on his sheet. Maybe I. Oh no. Okay, I do. His name is Pele85. I,
Oh,
I
that
I added it to
fucker.
his sheet name. I never added it to any of the images.
Okay. Okay, that makes. Also, I was gonna
I will
take that
edit
name.
my message
Oh,
to you,
I was looking to think that take that name. Yeah,
and I will edit it again to fix the lack of capitalization. Okay, there we go.
Well, it sounds like real important stuff here.
yeah. Actually, so I'm just gonna say it's Pele. Pele. So Captain Pets.
Pele.
Yeah. One of the best surgeons I've seen. He saved a lot of lives. Saved a lot of lives. So it's, someone I look up to.
So
If he ever leaves, I'd like to meet him sometime.
Hopefully, hopefully I'll love for y'all to cross words to see what y'all come up with. Um, I'm going to help out. This is the question, right? I can either be a I know people are like, mildly hurt.
Mhm.
So maybe that's not like the thing people really need right now, maybe the morale is low, and maybe could I use my therapist for that? Try to just bring it up every.
Well, these guys are always trying to get this therapy thing going.
Dude, it's
I
hard when
went
you're
to
hanging
school
out a
for
new
this,
shingle.
bro.
Let me
I
look
I
at those.
love this
I
therapy thing. I think
think the
it's great.
answer is
Hey guys, I found this diploma. I have to
he found the
Nice,
diploma.
amazing.
come on. That I deserve something for that one. I feel like
Go ahead and make a heal roll with the +2
Oh.
modification, so 2 extra skill dice.
Dr. Ginkgo.
I'm just a nurse. I'm a doctor. Don't call me a fucking nurse. A +2 skill die.
Correct, 2 extra skill dice.
Okay, watch this. We got this.
That's
No
2 extra
fucking
base
way.
dice, but that's fine.
Oh,
Nothing
don't
so
worry.
far if you want to push.
I'm gonna push this. I'm gonna just push.
Right. He's
Oh
injuring
my
himself
fucking
giving
god!
therapy.
Man,
Oh my god!
You reveal some of your own traumas.
Yeah.
You
I'm low
discover
key.
you do
I'm
you
low key
work
succeed,
going.
but man, does it hurt.
you
Oh
work
my
through
So
your
god!
you
own dark
gain 3
demons.
feral points. You take 3 points of doubt. No, confusion. Doubt?
Doubt.
It's,
Because it's instinct.
Doubt. Confusion is for wits. So you take 3 points of doubt, but you do succeed with the push.
I low key start saying something that sounds a little problem. Oh man, you're fucking. Your skin is mad rough. Oh my god, I don't know how people love that. Oh, uh, okay. It's my fault. My fault, guys.
That's my
I took that
wife
one.
you're talking about.
Yep.
Over the next hour, hour and a half, maybe even 2 hours, you are moving around the room, not healing, sitting with patients and helping them not just physically, but also, I mean, I guess also mentally, in that you are, listening to them and helping them deal with not just the physical traumas that they've suffered, but with the
Like the recovery process.
the recovery process and just the mental aspect of the
Yeah. Well, it's traumatic living in this world. This is probably a wonderful experience for these people.
yeah.
Do I understand half the shit these people are talking about? Fuck no.
So what you do learn, and
Oh no, it's doubt. That's my bad. There it is.
but some of the things that they've told you is that that a lot of the reptiles in some of the areas, not in the actual terrarium portion of the habitat, but in some of the outer areas, they have been getting harassed. Is not necessarily right, but it's not wrong either. The amount of times that the sentinels will pass by or through some of these habitats at just the worst times, the middle of the night when people are trying to sleep, they'll have, the sounds of drones and sentinels passing by. There are patrols that will just stop in the middle of a town, not town, but in the middle of an outpost, and just stay there for a day or two, just kind of sitting and waiting, and just, they're not actually doing anything aggressive, but just their presence is unsettling enough, because this is not something that is normal. This is not something that is usual.
So, like
The
they're trying to intimidate.
individual, kind of, it's certainly happening a lot more passively. Like, they're not even speaking to the inhabitants. They're not doing anything. They're just there.
Yeah, they're not doing anything, but yeah, whoever is in charge of the Watchers, they are intimidating them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like it was like
It
when
is
you start over
unsettling.
policing the area.
Yeah.
It's like okay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
an
it's like the
intimidation
cops are
tactic.
just sitting in the middle of your neighborhood, just waiting.
And that's
They
pretty
don't
scary.
say anything. They don't do anything. They're just, and then they'll move on. But that night you'll hear those drones going by again. And the next night, and then you finally get one night of blissful quiet. But when you wake up, those sentinels are just sitting in the square again. It's all very uncomfortable. In fact, you learn that the individual who is damaged, the frilled lizard, he had a run-in with them, where they all of a sudden just asked him to, like, tried to detain him. They asked him questions, and when he didn't have a good enough answer, they detained him. He tried to get away, and he was injured in the process, and then they just let him go. No explanation, no reason, no outcome, just let him go. So things are less than comfortable in the outer areas of the reptile habitat. While Ginkgo is doing all of that over the next couple hours, what are Q and Gamma doing?
I ask Marauder if he has any water.
He does.
I drink water to recover my agility, and then I go searching in his like wherever he has his stuff. I'm looking for his hooch.
You paw around his office for a little while, and he's just like,
Come on, where's that purple stuff? You know the one.
"Oh, I do," and he reaches into his lab coat. I'm not just gonna leave it around in the
Oh, you
infirmary. Come
still
on.
have some? Come on, you know I'm good for it.
Let me know how my patient turns out, and it's yours.
You got a deal. I asked Ginkgo if he wants to scrub in and help me with the patient. I heard you're one of the best healers. I thought maybe we could have another contest to see who can fix them the best.
I'm gonna hold on. Just to be clear, Marauder was basically asking you to scry for him.
Oh yeah, okay. I was gonna do
That's what
real.
I meant by, hey, let me know how my patient's going to do.
I'm like beginning to scrub up to challenging Ginkgo, and he tells me this. Oh,
Yeah.
all
Hold on. One of us is a doctor, and it's not you.
right.
I mean, you've learned a little from me, but like,
I've learned quite a bit. You're a good teacher. Maybe one day I could be one of the best.
you're already the best at what you do.
I touch the patient. I tell her as I place a webbed hand on her head, calm down, dear. I will see the path for you. How long does Ginkgo take doing?
Ginkgo's going to be doing this for a couple hours, so you have time if you want to do a ritual to
I'll do a
do a full
ritual.
ritual scry.
Yeah, I'll do a ritual scry. Um, let's see. I was thinking of using a totem since I can use that. Okay, the cat totem is gone. Godzilla totem is gone. I think I have the happy dog and the human snowboarding.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I like that happy dog. You know, I feel like a dog tribe that's like useful. But the human snowboarding, oh my god, come on guys, you kidding me? And you guys have that collector's version? I think I'm gonna use Happy Dog for one success on this. And oh, okay. It is this. I'll take 4 successes. I don't know what I see for her, but I get booze. I know that.
Well, you tell me.
I think she has a nice recovery, but she discovers something about her relationship. Her boyfriend has been seeing another turtle behind her back, and she, instead of taking him back, leaves him. I tell her that her leg's gonna be fine. As what I tell her.
Not the relationship part, but
Yeah, your
just
leg's
the
gonna
leg
be
part.
just
Okay.
fine, and so will you.
Making a note that this person's relationship is destroyed.
said it's a bad thing. They were cheating on him.
Regardless, Mordor is ecstatic to know that his patient will be fine. Hands over the small flask of purple liquid. It is basically a dose of booze.
Hell yeah. It's thick, like cough syrup.
Hugh, while there is a scrying ritual and some healing being done by Ginkgo, what is Iserman up to while that stuff is going down? What is Iserman 19 doing?
Is that him here?
He said back.
Is Adam here?
Is Adam muted?
Yeah, sorry, I am muted.
Oh, okay.
I think other than I'll do a little bit of reorganizing my horde, but mostly I'm trying to lay low, make myself as small and inconspicuous as possible, because I don't recall having really any good interactions with certainly not with the leader of the reptile tribe, but seems like there's always a fight when the reptile tribe's involved. So I'm just trying to stay keep keep low and keep my head on a swivel.
We are a little
Fortunately.
scrappy, aren't we, as a tribe? Always getting into it.
Fortunately, here in the infirmary tent, things stay quiet. Other than the sounds of Gamma performing his ritual and Ginkgo counseling the patients, there is not a lot of activity going on. And so a couple hours later, the individuals here whom you, Ginkgo, have helped both physically and emotionally are either resting soundly for what seems like for them it might be the first time in a while, or are at the very least better than they were when they were better than they were before you arrived. Mordor gives you an appraising look and nods very, very appreciatively. If you treat your tribesmen as well as you've treated ours, I understand why you all rarely leave. Seems you have a way with calming people. If you need any supplies, one doctor to another, you're welcome to. I mean, as long as you don't clean me out, you're welcome to what you might need from here.
Thank you for the consideration. I do need some some components for a potion. I'm gonna probably brew later when I get some more downtime. And oh, Lionel, hey man, look at me. You and your girlfriend, it's a rough patch right now. But you gotta stick in there. I know it's easy to quit, but you're not a quitter, are you? Fist bump. Yeah. I
Well,
want that to be the guy that cheated on the girl.
Wait a minute. Wait, did you just tell? No, don't stay in that relationship. I can't tell you why, but it's bad.
No. It's good, man. It's fine. You gotta listen to us. Fucking.
I like to imagine like Gamma speaking. Gamma said he was speaking to the woman in the relationship, and Ginkgo is speaking to the partner, so that
The
you're
guy-
both just
yeah, I'm saying get out. He's saying you got to work it out.
stay in.
Yeah.
He doesn't deserve you, Becky. Okay.
Hey, man, you know how girls is, right? Like, you gotta be patient with them. It's all worth it because she's patient with you. You know, like it's
He's a box turtle. What do you expect?
just because she's a soft shell turtle doesn't mean she's soft to you. You know, like like everybody doesn't need to have that hard exterior like you, man. some people, some people wound easily. You know, you gotta be there.
So,
It is beginning.
so next up for you two, you've done the jumping contest. It's a therapy contest next. Do I need to start lining up people that need to talk to somebody?
Nah,
Kinko.
I'm over it.
Okay.
This is
Aw.
free community service for me, so I'm just doing it. Yeah.
I just like being able to say ready, set, go.
Oh,
Huh?
I think there'll be a rematch in the future.
Excellent.
After all, I gotta give Ginkgo a chance to win the title back.
Win the title back. You never lost. Come on now. I'm start pointing. I'm start looking at the patient I was talking to. This fucking.
It's starting to get towards early evening. It took you a little while to do your healing and your ritual and all that. It's probably a few hours till sunset still, but plenty of time in the day. So, Bieber 93, where are you headed from here?
I figure, well, do we want to get on the road or maybe crash here and pick up in the morning?
You know, I think we can crash it. I'm down. You know.
Yeah, that sounds fine with me.
Yeah, it sounds like we're staying in town for a night.
Yeah.
You're welcome to. If you'd all like, I can set up some dinner for this evening. While
That
my
would be
friend is still
great.
in town.
Oh my God, you guys are real hospitable. This is
Oh,
so nice.
we've got to get some crispy grubs, maybe a few crickets for our friend Ginkgo here. Dawkins
Oh
20.
no, no, no.
Trust me, it's a delicacy.
It's. I don't do that. It's not. It's just not. It won't work.
Oh, you
Unless
need
it's,
it.
no, I don't. I seriously
I'll
don't.
be offended if you don't eat it.
I will get sick if I do eat it. So you know.
Well, then both of us are gonna be disappointed and sick.
Are you serious?
Look at my face. Do I not seem serious?
I mean, I can have crickets.
Okay, that's what is that? What does that say? It's a body thing, not like a.
It's like a diet thing, like you can't eat them.
Yeah, like it's genuinely gonna irritate me and just make me sick. It's gonna be a waste at that.
Oh, well, don't worry about it then.
Yeah, no.
So you don't eat any bugs.
Bugs, meats, I
Oh, you don't eat
plant
any
diet.
meat at all?
Yeah, strictly plant diet.
Wow.
Weird.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, I know people do it. I've just never met anyone.
I mean, the ape tribe does it. Yeah.
Well, I've never met an ape.
Well, I that's well, okay. Then after that point, it makes sense because
So if a fly goes buzzing by, you just let it go.
what do you do?
I mean, eat it, of course.
Do you also eat bugs like this too? Is this like
Oh, well. I mean, it's not my first choice, but I'll eat just about anything.
Oh, some grubs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I'll get down on some grubs. Look, you know me.
okay?
I like digging a lot of them
Hmm.
things in the ground.
Hey, that's
You know,
that's fair.
we do have some weird plants that grow here. We could probably just toss them up.
Yeah. Do sound like that.
Yeah, get you some cattail, uh, other swamp-related grasses.
You give me one of those like long stalks. Is now used as a toothpaste.
Yeah, cattail is that like long stalk with like the brown like tube on
Yeah.
the end, right? Yeah, get you some cattail. It's like a bouquet.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have all sorts of different vegetation here in the in and around the terrarium. I can't imagine uh the rabbit habitat is anywhere near as humid as this place is.
Oh, fresh water lily.
You can put together quite a spread, and Mordor is happy to set up a table in the back section. It's not really the back half, but the back portion of the pavilion that serves as his very small but comfortable den.
Oh yeah, I hit you with that swamp milkweed.
A
Hey,
pleasant enough meal is had by all. You have plenty of time here in the reptile habitat, before tomorrow morning, if there's anything anyone wants to do specifically before tomorrow.
I'm gonna brew some potions. Uh,
All right.
we're going to the bear tribe. Actually, I need to fix my in my doubt, so I'm gonna make me make make one from doubt. I gotta go find it.
Going for an instinct potion, which I think is called an intoxicating potion. Heals 1d6 points of doubt. Go ahead and make a brew potion roll. I will give you a +2 modification for the well-stocked infirmary.
Plus, is it skill die?
That's correct.
Okay.
Let's go.
2 successes so far.
It's a lot of dice.
Wait,
Do we
hold on.
push it?
Hold on. How much damage do you have to your instinct right now? You have 3, right?
Yes.
Okay, so it's actually 1 success and then the 3.
Well, of course. We didn't. Of course, we push it. We're gonna push it. Push it. We're gonna push it.
Okay. 2
Where?
more. 3 full doses. Each dose will heal 1d6 points of doubt.
I'm gonna do one right now. So it's
Okay.
gonna be 2. 2 in total. You said how many d6? 1d6?
1d6 per dose. You have 3 doses. 2 points of instinct are healed.
Okay.
You all can spend whatever other resources you need to heal for agility damage, physical damage, whatever. You don't need to mark off food and water for the day, since that will be covered essentially by Moroder's meal. And the fact that you are, in a place where food is available. Any confusion you have will be healed by resting. If you need to heal fatigue, you will still need an additional ration of water per fatigue and an additional ration of food per strength that you might have.
I would like to I'd like to scry to make a totem.
Okay.
And this totem will mix in some elements of the swamp. A little bit of the mud gets in there. I think some like swamp grass for like kind of vining and or threading, so to speak. And this one's gonna be in the shape of a rabbit.
Okay.
But a specific rabbit, because I've only met one. It looks the likeness is that of Ginkgo.
Back. What happened?
One success, as as it is written.
I was gonna say.
I make this, and Ginkgo, I walk over to you and present it to you.
I'm over here looking like fucking Walter White right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, I made this for you.
All right. Okay. What is it's a totem? I generally just missed it. I generally just missed it. 'Cause I
Yes,
do
it is
stuff.
a totem.
Okay. Yeah. Oh shit. You said it looked like me?
Well, I used what I could, but I think there's a likeness.
No, it definitely is. Definitely is. Oh yeah. Yeah. You even got the scar on the side of my jaw. Yeah. Yeah. You got it.
Mm, mm. These totems, they carry memories with them. There's power in these objects.
Okay. Yeah, no, I get that. You say you want me to take it? I take it.
It's a gift. I You won fair and square. I figure you deserve something.
Oh, you still worry about that? It, it's nothing, man. It's not that at all.
Maybe nothing to you, but I've been thinking about it every waking moment.
Hey, we're gonna have to talk about that. But first, I gotta get back to spinning this bottle, or this might turn into something that I don't know we'll do. So, uh, we're gonna set up an appointment sometime. Me and you, we'll talk about
Oh, sure.
it. Yeah.
Anyway, I just thought,
Hey,
you did good.
yeah, no, thank you, man. Thank you. I did genuinely appreciate it.
So you got to drink all that, or
it it's just medicine, man.
yeah, sure is. I
It's just supposed to like.
licks his lips.
I'm not fueling your habit. Like I'm not fueling. I'm not fueling.
It's not a habit; it's a dependency. It's totally different.
That was a dependency. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Um, so this is like, let me know if I'm crossing the boundary here. But this is like something related your with your past at all? Like, back there, you want to talk about something?
I don't know why my past has anything to do with it. I have a doctor's note.
You have a doctor's note.
Yeah, I go over to I go over to a desk and scratch out one boo, one drink, four gamma. Hold it up. See?
Um, I'm gonna pretend like I didn't see it because I went back to where I was pushing, right? I'm gonna look at the note. Did you write? Did you write the doctor's name out like legibly? Like did like legible at all? Like can I read? Like if
Yeah,
I,
yeah. You can read it.
this is not a real doctor's note.
Yeah. Uh, course it is.
It can't be. It
Okay,
has the doctor's name on it.
Okay, you know so much.
Yeah, yeah, I do.
Okay, well, I mean, what? It's not supposed to have. You're not supposed to put the doctor's name on it.
The doctor's name is supposed to be on it, but it's like you're not supposed to be able to read it. It's kind of like they kind of like
Oh,
dick around on it. It's like a
it's
I don't know why they do it.
like a secret code
It's
that
like an inside joke or some
right,
shit.
that only if you know the code, then you're cool.
It's like it's the thing that tricks the new like the like the new people like I guess to the field. I don't know, man. It's a
Wow.
weird thing. They all do it. Well, at least the ones in the rabbit trap.
Gecko, you really are one of the best.
Hey man, you're the best. Come on,
I just
come
start
on,
crying.
here, come on. I'm gonna hug him. Yeah, don't worry, man.
You know what? This is really touching. I say we cement our new partnership with a drink.
Hey, hey, Hugh, my friend here is trying to recover from their dependency.
Yeah, I'm trying to recover from being sober. Let's go.
What the fuck? Hey, healing is not a linear process. I'll take some drinks with you guys.
All right. You enjoy some drinks. You enjoy the evening. Other than the sounds of drones occasionally flying overhead, there is no real sign of the patrols coming through during the night. There's no megaphone screech. There's nothing like that. You are able to get plenty of rest. The next morning, however, you are not as fortunate, and just after true sunrise, you can you are, I don't know who. Yeah, just after true sunrise, really before the terrarium has fully started to wake up and come to life. There is a shout of alarm from one of the guards outside, not like a terrified shout, but just a shout of warning that sentinels coming. And sure enough, there is visible from the entry to your den, Gamma, where the three of you have crashed this evening, Morador certainly not having enough space for all of you. You can see a small patrol, a pair of sentinels with a drone overhead as they are rolling into the center of, not the center of the terrarium, as they are rolling into, because that's underwater, as they are rolling into across some of the very squishy marshland to the island where the fire is kept for the elders. From the distance you are at, you can't really hear what is being said by Piaf. And the mechanical answer of the sentinel is somewhat both garbled from this distance and as though it is making an effort not to, just full speaker blast the messages.
That's fine. I watch the interaction to see, like, from afar, how does it go, right? Reading the body language of Piaf and, those around.
Make a sense emotion check.
Sure.
And this is also audible to Hugh and Ginkgo as well, if there's anything you all want to do.
Okay.
Ginkgo, just so you know, in in Gamma's den are like charcoal hand sketches of like a female frog. There are many of them, right? Like capturing the image of this frog and different aspects of daily life and whatnot.
Oh yeah, this is going into the therapy notes.
I thought I'd refresh you because of this character. yeah, there's a lot of that like around different people, but there's a big focus on her.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
since
I'm gonna take another dose.
one success, yeah, let's go.
So also made a tracker because I felt like that would be way helpful. Very, very helpful.
Yeah.
So
What is that for?
oh, this is also for my doubt. It's the intoxicating one.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
So you have used another dose and fully healed your instinct? Do I
yeah,
understand that?
yeah.
Okay, got it.
Just in case I gotta get ready. My core skills use this.
You get a sense that not as that's a terrible way to phrase that. You can tell that, and you can see that whatever is being said between the two of them, Piaf is maintaining a composure. She does not seem agitated at all as she is having this conversation. There is some gesturing around the terrarium. At one point, gestures towards your den, and you just sort of lean back just for a moment as the sentinel's head turns to face you, and then turns to face towards your den. You sort of duck back, and it turns back to its conversation, and the drones begin to, as she is pointing out various places around the terrarium, the drones begin to go to each one, and
Heading into my direction.
in a few moments you get the feeling that absolutely they will be. Yes.
Okay. I close whatever, like, like I imagine like cloth kind of opening to like the tent, right? I turn to the others and say, "Hey, we got to get out of here, like pronto. You guys hold your breath, all right?"
No.
Good. Okay, it's a short swim. Hang on. I'm looking to find my very not used entryway into the water canals and see if we can swim out of here.
You sure can. But the terrarium keeps these things maintained. You will be fine. Wait, no, do you have amphibious?
No.
Oh, okay.
Why?
Essentially, I will just need a move roll from each of you if you are going to try to swim through the underwater tunnel.
There's like
Uh,
I like pull something out of like a mucky pile, and then there's just like a gurgling of water coming up. I'm like, oh, found it. Okay, we should go.
under the water?
The
Hold,
first part's gonna be nasty. It'll clear up.
hold on a second. I'm gonna roll a scavenge roll, see if I've got a snorkel in here.
Okay.
As soon as I don't play the character that has amphibian, now I like
How it comes out?
to.
You have a choice here. You have two successes. You can either have a permanent snorkel, which will count as, we'll say, a light item,
hmm
or you can have a one-time use snorkel, but it's a +2 gear bonus instead of a +1.
I'm hoping this is not a regular thing, so I will take the +2 gear bonus.
Okay.
And you need a move roll, is that correct?
If you all are planning to escape through the waterways, I will need a move roll from each of you. Yes.
Okay. And
Gamma, I will give you a +2 modification to yours. You know this. Actually, yeah, I'll give you a positive modification as opposed to a negative to the other rolls. You know this way. It's just you haven't done it in a while, but you're pretty sure
yeah.
you still know the way.
I put a hand. Oh, sorry. Go on.
I'm just going to hit my move skill and then roll 2 additional gear dice afterwards, as opposed to building everything.
You should just be able to hit the skill
Mhm.
before you roll.
Oh yeah, there it
the
is.
white
Great.
thing in the middle and hit
Yeah,
the 2
perfect.
gear dice.
Yeah.
As we're like prepping to go in, I put a hand on Ginkgo and say, "Hey, look, I
Actually,
know
before
this
you
is."
roll, Adam.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead and finish, Sean.
Okay, sure. I say to Ginkgo, "Hey, I know this isn't like your thing, swimming, as far as I know, but you're gonna be okay. All right, you're gonna get through it." I'm gonna go ultra instinct and try to see a future where Ginkgo does just fine.
Okay. I was going to offer Hugh if you wanted to do 2 snorkels, each with a gear bonus of 1 instead of 1 snorkel with a gear bonus of 2. That is also an option, but it's up to you.
Yeah, I mean, I think I would absolutely do that. I mean, even seeing the Ultra Instinct, I think I'd still do that, and I'll hand one off to our new friend Ginkgo.
Okay. I need the help because I still have 1 point of attack.
Oh,
You
well,
could have
yeah.
healed the agility damage during your rest last night. You would have just needed an
Oh
extra cup of
yeah,
water.
I got water. I got water.
Also, Gamma, since we are at your den, if you want to pick up anything, don't forget that you have the opportunity to do that.
I was actually gonna say, as I'm like, I'm patting myself down, like, I grab the 4 rations. I actually need 2 of these rations, but can anyone else hold 2 rations, or need 2 rations?
Give me a second here.
Let's see.
It's 1, 2,
That comes in.
3, 5, 7. I can hold on to those 2 rations. I can actually use
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, go ahead and take them. Then we're done with those rations.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Each of you make a move roll. Gamma, you have a +2 skill modifier. And then Hugh and Ginkgo, you have a gear die in there.
Okay, we're pushing.
I was going to say you can wait to push if you want in case other people have enough to stunt,
Oh.
but
well,
that's up to you. Also, don't forget at some point you do just... No, wait, hold on. Who did recap?
I did.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you have a just a flat out reroll at some point if you want.
Yeah.
I say at 11:15.
I think with that, if I remember the rules correctly, I can use one of those and just grab Gamma as he gets caught on something, and he can't see it because like the piece that's caught is behind him on his back, but I'm swimming behind him, so I can unhook him and move forward.
And you said I had an extra gear die?
Yep. Hugh has handed you a snorkel.
Oh shit, we're moving. Watch this. Oh my
Okay,
god, no, we're
that's
not moving.
success.
Yeah, you got 1 success. That's all you need.
Oh, well, that's all I needed.
Well, hell yeah. Oh, you also have the successes from my
Oh yeah, from the
Ultra
Ultra
Instinct. Yeah.
Oh
So,
shit.
well, you get 1
Right.
success from that.
So I got 2. I forget that like the 6 is on the base die. Does and the 1's on the base die doesn't do anything unless you.
Yeah, not until you...
Right. Yeah, it always looks bad, but most of the time we are winning.
Most of the time.
Most of the time.
I think
All right,
are we
where does
good?
this tunnel lead?
Oh, I mean, is it hopeful that this tunnel leads out, or is it more likely that it just leads into like a larger body of water within the terrarium that we still have to escape from?
I think it's reasonable enough that it takes you towards the edge of the terrarium, although not necessarily out of the terrarium.
Okay.
Certainly
Yeah.
farther into the swamp, because you would have your escape tunnel be something that is better for you than anyone that might be hunting you.
Hell yeah. Popping out into just like tall fronds and grasses and whatnot, kind of like crawling out of the muck being birthed by the earth, um, near the edge of the terrarium, just kind of heaving, breathing, and saying, that was close, that was close, you all did great though. we're not out yet. We still need to get out of the terrarium, but those watchers were coming. Well, they were coming for, I mean, us for certain, but I don't. They were coming.
I said, God, shit. Dingo like fucking jogging in place right now. Like, if they're coming, we gotta get to going. We gotta get the move going.
Uh, you're right. You're right. Hugh, you good?
Hugh's shaking like crazy to get as much water out of his fur as possible. Uh, yeah, I guess so. I'm clawing at the ground a little bit to see how solid the ground is. Are we still all waterlogged? Am I just gonna find water if I start digging under the ground
It's
here?
not clean. You probably don't want to drink it. You're in a marsh,
Yeah.
but there's
Uh,
water.
well, no, I'm not. I'm trying to gauge. Like, I know they're coming. My go-to move, right, is to hide underground. But it doesn't sound like digging underground in the marsh area is really going to be all that effective.
Oh
Um,
no.
yeah. So right. So
That would not
I'm
be what you want to do.
right. So I'm just sort of doing that test, and then I look back. I'm like, yeah, no, we definitely got to move.
All right. Shit, there's a fence here somewhere. This way.
Yeah.
I try to bring us towards our goal, Beartown, and
Mhm.
try to get us to the inner fence between territories.
And I will try and help Gamma locate a hole in the fence so we don't have to go through a checkpoint.
Alrighty. It is about 2 miles. It'll take you about an hour to walk. No. I'll always have to double check this because the wording on this is Trail in Paradise Valley. Hiking speed. 2 miles per. Okay, 2 miles an hour. It's about 2 miles. It'll take you about an hour to get to the inner fence. Are you hauling ass? Are you moving just out in the open in the regular? Are you trying to camouflage yourselves? There's not a lot of overhead cover. You are mostly in marsh. There are a few scattered trees here and there, but certainly not the thicker forests of the dog tribe that have given you cover before.
Feel like we're hauling ass.
Yeah, let's haul ass.
Let's do it.
I'll need each of you to roll force. Not force. This should be endure.
Endure.
If they roll force successfully every hour, I feel like it should be endure instead of force. Force is for like moving big heavy
Pushing.
things.
Do I get my incredible boots bonus +3 to endure a harsh zone trek or where hiking boots might apply?
Yeah, they'd apply here.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you said endure.
Yes, endure, please.
My boots.
Right. Had to make sure I had boots as well. Okay. Door and plus 3 to gear dice.
If you just have boots that have been purchased, they will be a plus.
Are
Hold
they
on.
a plus anything?
They are. They're in the gear section. Your boots are especially good because Hugh pulled them out
Yes.
of his jacket with a crazy fucking roll.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know that.
Gear bonus of +1 for regular hiking boots.
Sick.
Yeah, let's go. Oh,
Hell yeah. Oh.
Okay.
I said hell yeah.
I am going to use my reroll.
Okay. All right. Gamma, you have 2 successes. Your boots will not take any damage as long as you don't push, but you can stunt and give one of those successes to Ginkgo to prevent Ginkgo from having to push.
I would like to, yeah, because the extra success I can use to stun, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Yes.
And
I
that way,
would like to
that
do
way neither of you, that way Ginkgo doesn't lose his boots. Your boots take no damage because you're not pushing your roll.
Hell yeah.
So
Yeah.
your fucking fine hiking boots will continue to be in
Yeah,
good working order.
You find yourself mired by something in the mud, and I grab you and kind of pull you up out of it a bit, and say, "Try to keep up, young buck."
Fucking wet.
Yeah, this is definitely not a terrain to which you are accustomed, Ginkgo. This is your feet sink. Like you're trying to kind of push off, put a little spring in your step, and that is just your feet are sinking into the muck. They're getting stuck. The wet ground is practically dragging and grabbing at you. It is uncomfortable. Thankfully, Gamma has more than a little experience moving through this place and can get you to the inner fence.
Thank God.
Now, the trail does run straight through the center of the inner fence, and you do know that that would be the easiest way to get through. Although there would likely be some sort of checkpoint.
Yeah, no watchers, no watchers, Ted.
Yeah. So my question then was going to be: are you moving up towards the cliffs that make up the sort of barrier beyond the inner fence between the reptiles and the rabbits, or are you kind of moving down back towards the water? Moving towards the water will certainly be easier maneuvering, but will be more open than the cliffs, which do start to approach some forest.
What do you think?
I'm for cliffs. I don't want to be in
Yeah,
more water. I don't want to be.
yeah, I second that emotion.
Cliffs it is.
Second.
Okay.
5 times.
Wait.
Okay. The patrols begin to thin out. You see less and less drones as you move, basically a little bit east, mostly east, and actually a tiny bit to your north to hit the large cliffs that you can see kind of around the word inner fence towards the middle of the map. The fence separating the reptile habitat from the bear habitat, just like every other fence, is 30 feet into the air, definitely climbable, if assuming it's not electrified. Or you can try to find a gap in the inner fence. Now, that'll be a little bit harder here because you are dealing with a fence that travels along the cliff and only has a short distance between said cliffs and the checkpoint. There's just not as much fence to try to find a hole in.
You ever dig under one of these things?
Um, I if I remember correctly, I've asked this and I can't dig under them.
Mm.
Every attempt to dig under any of the fences, inner or outer, has been catastrophically bad.
Bad.
So that's a no-go
Yeah.
on the
No,
DD.
no. I mean, I've tried before, but those things go way down. It's no good. I can try and find a hole in the fence, though.
Definitely.
Give me a no nature roll. I will impose a -1 modification. This is just sort of a more limited area of fence.
Can I help?
You can throw in another skill die, although you already have the success. This can make things a little easier for you.
Let me just add one skill
Yeah,
die
just
onto
roll a
that.
skill die. Okay. One success, however, is enough to find a hole in the fence after about 30, 40 minutes of searching. It's not that it is a lot of fence to search and taking long. There is a lot of moving, ducking down, and hiding. Moving,
Right.
ducking down, and hiding as the aerial patrols of drones crisscrossing this area are keeping a very watchful eye on this fence. But kind of closer to the cliff than where you had started your search, you find a spot where a large boulder has come down. Just a piece of of said cliff that has fallen over and torn through a section of the fence. The little spider drones that maintain the area have not yet gotten to this opening. It is not a huge opening. You are like, squeezing through sideways, but each of you is able to get through and find yourselves in the bear habitat. You are fortunate enough that directly across the directly inside the inner fence in the bear habitat, you find yourself once again enjoying the cover and shade of a small group of trees.
You know, it's times like this. I miss ODB.
I'm sure he's doing well, and I'm sure he's thinking of us too.
Mm.
If Oni hadn't stepped away, I'd be like, okay, tell us how exactly wrong that is for
Right.
ODB.
Yeah. ODV's forgotten our names.
Yeah.
cut to ODB in the cat habitat. Like, man, I'm so glad there's no one here who is just predicting my death every day.
I was gonna
I
say
didn't realize how much that was weighing on my head.
He wakes
mind.
up and just breathes deeply. Another day free.
So refreshing.
Yeah. What he doesn't know is today would be his last breath.
Right.
Today is the day.
Today is the last day of his life.
All right. As you can see from the map, you have basically crossed over right at the words inner fence. Skirting along the cliffside, just inside the bear habitat in a small offshoot of a forest that has been cut through by this trail, a trail made by the just years of usage, not just by mutants, but also by the Watchers. The bear habitat, actually, how many miles is that? Looks like it's about 5-ish miles away, so 2.5 hours approximately to get there. Traveling through the wilderness of the bear's habitat. Once again, there is a trail. You are north of the trail now, and certainly, other than having to eventually cross over it to get to the main bear outpost, you can, but for a few very exposed areas, stay in the woods for much of the journey.
Yeah, that is the plan. Avoid watchers as much as we can.
The trail is as much used by the other mutants as it is by the Watchers, but steering clear of it with split the difference between the two terrains for the random encounter. I've lost the table. There it is. Why did I just close alchemy? Because I'm bad.
Hugh, what do you think Aria is doing right now?
Oh, Adia. I'm gonna have to schedule some time to talk with Ginkgo.
Oh, does he know what she's doing?
Well, no, oh,
So sad
wait.
Odie has stepped away.
That's a great idea. Use your sight. You can tell me what she's doing.
Oh, yeah, all right. Okay. Describe her.
I do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, I scry. I scry to
Oh, I definitely thought where this was going was uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. I totally make up some bullshit about what Adia's doing.
I'm trying to think of how I can scry, like, what future events is she doing? What time of the day is this?
You all are. It is fairly early morning.
Oh my god.
Your rest just after sunrise was interrupted by the sentinels and the watchers arriving in. I'm sorry, sentinels and drones by the watchers arriving in town, and that is when you booked it out of your den and headed for the bear habitat. That trip took you about an hour, and you have spent then about a further hour trying to find a big enough hole in the fence, which you eventually did. So
Right.
it is still mid morning right about now.
Okay. God, because the reason I ask is because there's no way that she can achieve anything I predict for her, because like she's not here, right? I don't know what she's gonna do. I can't predict her outcome. It just means that when I do it, because we can't know, I won't have access to Scry for the rest of the day, and it's like the beginning of the day, and I'm doing this for a goof. And it's like my main thing. So do I do it? I mean, I guess I do, right? What is she doing?
I mean, look, it's
You,
entirely up to you, but clearly you could tell Hewlett anything, and he'd be like,
yeah,
"Oh,
I know, I just feel bad not using the skill in this RP moment for it, you know. I'm thinking of like I won't be able to use this for any interactions, you
right."
know, that we do in Beartown. Not that I use it
or
often for that
until
anyway.
she does whatever you're saying she's going to do.
Yeah, correct, which we don't know. But I will make this guess, right, when I'm thinking about what she's doing, because I don't actually know. Um, so I will say, uh, she is, she's looking for something. Hasn't found it yet, but she's... Oh, she's scavenging.
She's such a good scavenger.
Oh, no. I have to push this. Which I can't do because I don't know how to set this up to be just a normal roll. So I'm just going to roll again. And it's so then we just ignore
The middle die.
The middle die, because
Yeah.
that'll be the failure. Okay. Worth it.
Two
for
successes. So whatever she is looking for, she will eventually find.
Hell
Okay.
yes. Okay.
Remind me when we're done at session. I can show you how to set up the reroll.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, just describe to Hugh what she is going to find.
I do repeating what I said about how she's scavenging something.
Okay.
I don't know what she's gonna find. I just know that she's scavenging.
But whatever she's searching for, she does find.
Ooh, good for her.
The vision fades. You find yourself back in the early sun. Trees casting a bit of shade all over you, rustling a bit as the light breeze blows by.
I describe the scene that she's in. It's like Indiana Jones is basically what I'm describing to you.
Oh no, but the walls are shooting arrows. Oh no!
Booby traps.
Oh no! But you said she finds what she's looking for, right?
Mm-hmm. Now I don't know for certain what she's looking for, but I think it could be you. And I boop you on the nose.
Oh, come on! Keiko's watching.
Yeah, no, I'm watching.
Yes,
No, I'm
that is
cool.
true.
I'm cool.
See, he's cool. Are you cool?
Are you asking me, am I cool?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man, I don't really care. Y'all do what you want.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that does sound pretty cool.
Are we all doing it? Are we all doing it now?
I don't care. Y'all do what you want. Did that work?
I think so.
What's going on? Are we?
You are
Well,
making your way along the edge of the mountains that rise up to the rabbit habitat. You are making your way along north of the trail into the bear outpost known as the Bear Park.
Hell yes.
The trip, all told, will take you all the way into the early afternoon, much like your. Actually, what is going on in bear habitat? What did I do here? Much like the unlike the journey you have taken through the reptile habitat, the ground here begins to dry out and harden.
It was in the bathroom, so I put it in the wash.
In areas, the ground is so dry that it has begun to crack, and there is a much easier trip because of it. The ground is solid beneath you.
What?
The main thing that you realize as you spend the next couple hours walking through this walking through at the foot of at the foot of this mountain rise is that the skies are clear. No drones, no patrols, nothing that seems to be hunting you, and you are able to relax a little bit. Certainly staying as alert for danger as you always would. Paradise Valley is by no means a safe place. But at the very least, you know that the drones, the patrols that had been dogging your steps out of the reptile habitat have dis- I knew that was going to happen. Have dispersed.
I'm telling you, they're real. Okay? Eagle Tribe is protecting us from the drones.
You talking about eagles, the eagle tribe.
Lost Bird Tribe.
I've heard stories of a lost tribe. You think it's real?
I know it is. Look, do you see any drones?
Uh,
Oh,
I know there's like some like mysterious like tribe out there. It's mysterious. I don't know who's actually in it. I think it'll be eagles.
The
well,
truth is all around you. You just have to
th-
believe.
right, this isn't like the moose tribe that we all know about, but they just don't have a defined territory. You're saying the legends of the lost tribe are real, and the reason that we haven't seen them is because they're eagles and they have nests and live in the trees.
Exactly. They fly and are swift and are out of sight before you know it.
Oh,
But they
I,
tarry not a drone under their watch.
I sure hope that's true, Gamma.
I hope it's true too.
Wait, this is why don't they just fly away?
Well, maybe they don't fly away because they're looking out for the rest of us, and they're trying to clear away some of the drones to make life safer for us. They know that all us animal tribes, we have to stick together, and maybe some of them uh, have flown uh, over the outer fence, and maybe they've seen the humans, and that's why most of them stick around and clear these drones out for us, so that we can make that journey ourselves. Yeah, maybe that's it.
That could be it.
Okay, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm kind of skeptical of that.
Well, it's good to question the world around you. But
Yeah.
my man Hugh's cooking.
What?
I don't know. What are you cooking tonight, Hugh?
I don't know, but I'll be cooking with gas. I let out a little fart.
I and Gamma both laughed.
It is early afternoon as the bear park comes into view ahead of you. The bear habitat is the largest of the habitats in Paradise Valley. The bear tribe is second only to the moose tribe as the smallest tribe in Paradise Valley. And the reason for this is that the bears tend to take up more space individually for their den and their territory than the other tribes do. The bear park. Do I have this map in a handout? The bear park, really just as it comes into view. Do share everyone. Okay. In your handouts, you now have the bear park map.
The bear park.
4 low,
Bears.
just
Cool.
in rough shape buildings, heavily covered by trees and ivy and plants, surround a small pond that occupies the middle space.
Ugh,
There
water.
is a small fire pit next to the pond between a pair of the buildings that does not seem to currently be occupied. And it honestly, at first glance, the entire area seems deserted. It
Excellent.
does not appear that there is anyone here. But as you and you are basically coming in from the side where the fire pit is between the two buildings, as you make your way into town, as loosely as that word can be defined with 4 buildings, you can see that tucked under some of the eaves, up against some of the tree trunks, a number of bears are just sleeping. It's late afternoon. The sun is high above you, providing honestly kind of warm light down on you. It would feel nice, but for the kind of cooler air.
And I have run like sprinting towards the pond,
Uh-huh.
stumble at its edges, and I am like gulping and scooping water into my mouth.
Crystal clear, delicious water. You can see the bottom of the pond some 10, 15, maybe even 20 feet deep at its deepest. Plenty of
I laugh and get in the pond and swim a little.
Q, Ginkgo, what are you doing as Gamma takes off into the pond?
Oh my god, he's going off into the pond. I'm just sort of like not looking around, but I guess keeping my head on the swivel, looking out for somebody.
do do I see any of these bears that are awake? I know we've seen a bunch of them sleeping, and Hewlett is both jealous and feels like, maybe I should stay here. But I would like to know if we see any conscious bears.
Make a scout roll.
Come on, big scout.
Uh, I think I will push that.
You get 1 pharaoh point. You take 1 point of confusion.
Right.
But with 1 success, as you are looking around and as you are coming up on the outside of the fire pit, and you are darting your glance from bear to bear to raccoon to bear to raccoon, you do see there are 2 things that you notice. One is that while the majority of the bears are genuinely asleep, there is one who is against one of the trees, not far from the fire pit and not near one of the buildings, there is one who is kind of pretending to be asleep. Their eyes are just barely open, but you kind of catch them in a moment where they are. You basically catch a blink, and you can tell that their eyes are coming open. So they are watching you, but they are
Okay.
not reacting to your presence.
Great.
The other thing that all of
Mhm.
you notice is with the sounds of Gemma splashing through the water from the closest building, from the largest building ahead of you and off to one side, through one of the windows, you can see a bear suddenly stand up and begin to make their way out of their room and presumably out of the building. You have a few moments before they will arrive if there is anything anyone is doing in that time.
It's like in the few hours we had out of the marsh and in the dry ground and dry air. It's like Gamma's never had like been. It's like he's been in the desert for days.
Yeah.
I've got water madness.
Right. I am going to make my way over to the bear that is pretending to be asleep.
Mhm.
And as I get close to him, I'm gonna set my pack down and start rummaging through it, not even looking at him, sort of like have him sort of off to my side. And as I'm rummaging through the pack, like softly, so that he's probably the only one who can hear me, I'll just say, hey, we're not trying to fuck your shit up here or anything. Um, I'm sorry about my friend, but it's he always gets excited when he sees a body of water. Um, is there any reason you're pretending to be asleep? Do you need us to go? What's going on here?
He gives a very, very exaggerated yawn, stretches out, opens his eyes, smacks his lips a few times. We don't normally have visitors to Bear Park. What brings a rabbit? I could go for rabbits. What brings a rabbit, badger, and a frog? Frog? What brings the three of you to Bear Park?
Well, we're sightseers of a sort, and it occurred to us that although we've heard amazing things, we've never actually seen the bear tribe. One of our friends said that if we were ever in this area, we should. Mm, we I don't know if I have Wild Paw's non-rebellion name, so now I'm not sure I
Truffaut
want to
21.
say. Okay.
You do. It is Truffaut 21.
Okay.
I always thought that was his wild ass this whole time.
Well, Truffaut 13
Mhm.
is the boss of the resistance, the founder of the resistance. That's the big bear that you've been working with.
Oh,
Wild Paw,
that
Truffaut 21
that's
is his
why I was
niece.
confused. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
That's
Sorry.
why I was confused.
I should have
'Cause
clarified that before.
well, I mean, if anyone shouldn't have been confused, it should be me, since Eiserman 33 is my dad. So makes perfect sense.
You know what?
Right.
That's fair.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll just be like, yeah, a friend of ours said that if we were ever in this area, we should definitely stop by and ask for Truffaut 21.
Sort of stops in his, exaggerated waking up movements. You know Truffaut. That's not the voice I was doing. y'all know Truffaut 21?
Well,
Well,
I
I
mean,
mean, she's right here. And
Mhm.
sure enough, coming out of that building,
Mhm.
the form that you saw kind of moving through the window resolves itself into Truffaut 21, Wildpaw, the niece, the niece of Truffaut 13, and not quite y'all's biggest fan, but she does not seem to give any hint of recognizing you as she comes out of the building and says, "Visitors in the bear park, to what do we owe this visit?"
Um, okay,
uh,
honestly, I just wanted to come see, but we do got some business, right? I remember.
Of
well,
course. Uh, Gamma is strolling up out of the body of water, completely nude.
Wasn't nude when he went in.
I would say he lost it, but I think he just got rid of it.
We have some of the most important business. Improving relations. Beaver 93, seer of the reptile tribe.
Ah, yes. I I think we've met once before. At the lodge, right?
Hmm, possibly. Were you there for a wild dance?
Was I there for whew, who can even remember? Who can even remember? It's wild then.
Oh, I think if you were there, I'd remember a fine dancer.
A very kind of mock bow. You know, like you bow to somebody you want to dance with or have just danced with.
I mimic the same.
Well, um, I'm afraid you've come at a kind of strange time if you're looking to advance relations with the bear tribe. You see, our leader, my uncle, Chufat 13, hasn't been seen here in months. She gives you a very knowing look as she says this.
But where has he been?
We don't know. He hasn't been home. There are rumors floating around that the Watchers have taken him.
Maybe
well,
we could find him for you?
yeah, I mean, we get around all over the place in an effort to improve relations amongst the tribes. And as you can see, I'm a scavenger by nature. I'm always roaming around trying to find interesting and useful things. And so we do cover a lot of ground. Maybe we could be helpful.
Maybe you could. Why don't we go into my den over here and why don't we have a little talk in there?
Sounds like a great idea. Thanks for the hospitality.
Hmm.
The bear who you were speaking to earlier kind of leans back against the tree that he was resting against before, closes his eyes, but you can tell he is watching you as you all enter into the bottom floor of one of the building from which Wildpaw had emerged. The inside is full of debris and old broken furniture. There is clearly an area that serves as her den. There is a set of crates with a board across it, very much the same as you are used to Truffaut 13 doing in the helicopter. There are a few items scattered about, nothing extraordinary, although there are a few old human books that are open across the makeshift desk. She goes as basically to the far side of the room and clears a few things off the ground, clears a space, sets down a couple boxes, and gestures for you all to sit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
go take a
I-
seat.
My uncle did not tell me you all were coming here.
Wait, so hold on. Is Truffaut's missing?
No, no. Truffaut is the leader of the bear tribe, but his focus on the resistance, he hasn't come back here. That has been a little difficult to explain, so when people started talking about the Watchers having taken him, I've just been feeding those rumors a little bit. You
Did we know
cannot
Truffaut was the head of the
mention
bear
that you
tribe?
have seen him. Yes, you all knew Truffaut was the head of the bear tribe.
Okay.
Okay, so you don't need us to find Truffaut.
No, I'm assuming he's at that damn helicopter.
Well, I mean, not now. Maybe now. We saw him a few days ago.
Well, great. I'm sure it's he'll do what he does. What he always does. He'll let me know when he's okay, like he does. But what is it that you all are here for? We can't. If you need to get a hold of Truffaut, what are you doing here? Wait, no, you just said you didn't even know that he was leading this place. Why are you actually here?
Well, listen, Wild Paw. I think it's time. And I think this is the place. We thought maybe there was enough sympathy for the resistance that we could find some like minded individuals here.
He
Now, we don't want to rock the boat too much. So we're not looking for any sort of out in the open rebellion, but we got a feeling there are enough like minded individuals here that we can get a bit of an underground stronghold, if you know what I mean.
he snorts, just like a combination of derision and disgust as she just here. I can, I think I can sum up the resistance in the bear tribe as the true thoughts. These lazy bears can't get off their ass long enough to do anything. And why should they? The Watchers here leave us alone for the most part. They haven't abducted anyone from our tribe in years. The bears are content to roam and hunt. The concept of more to them is almost non existent. Most are grateful that the Watchers leave us alone and leave them to their
Loafing.
I was going to say rest, and she practically spits the word out. But yes, loafing. If you're going to convince some of them to rebel, you'll have your work cut out for you.
Well, I think you've explained the path to rebellion to us just now. You've explained what's important to the bear tribe. They want to remain isolated and unaffected by the Watchers. And they don't want more, but they don't want more because no one's bothering them for what they have. Well, perhaps if it's made clear that the Watchers are forcing other tribes from their territory, then it stands to reason they might come to an area where the Watchers don't bother anyone. And sure, they could fight those people that show up, but people would just keep coming and coming. If you want to keep the bear habitat the way that it is, untouched, unbothered, a clean, quiet place to rest as you want, there's only one way to make sure it stays that way, and that's to fight the Watchers.
Gives you a very skeptical look.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care. I guess do whatever you want then. I look at Keiko and Gamma,
give you-
like with big wide eyes, like thumbs up, like, yeah, but did that sound
yeah.
cool?
Give you a big thumbs up.
Oh,
There have never really been guards here. We don't have to worry about the other tribes coming here because it's just never been necessary. No one messes with us. We may be one of the smaller tribes, but pound for pound, person for person, I think you'll find that their concern for invaders is, or refugees, would be not enough to really stir them to action. But you're not entirely wrong, I guess. Something to show them that the Watchers aren't doing anything for us. Not just us, but all of us. I don't know what that would be. I can call a meeting of the council if that's something that would that you think would help. If you would like to talk to them, but I'll
I
tell
think
you now,
we-
they're mostly old, and they are set in their ways. They don't really want for anything, so they never really fought for anything. Might have your work cut out for you.
okay.
Well, before we speak to a council, I think we need to have an idea first. It sounds like there's ideas around, but we need to find it.
Agreed.
All right.
Maybe next time we can speak to someone who's angry at the Watchers.
You already are. The problem is most of my tribe doesn't... I serve as temporary leader while my uncle is gone. But only insofar as I don't change things, rock the boat too much. I've tried to light a fire under their asses. I've tried to explain the dangers of the Watchers. I've tried to get them passionate about anything, but it's always the same. They can hunt when they want, they can sleep when they want, they can fuck when they want, they have everything. They want nothing. Maybe you can find something that I haven't seen.
Okay.
If you're going to start somewhere, the Bear Tribe is two main groups. We bears control most of the territory and all of the power. The other group, the raccoons, we don't see eye to eye very often. And it is not easy for me to... They don't
Okay.
believe that I have any interest in their interests since I am a bear.
Oh. Well, maybe they need to see how you're far less different than the same.
There are no raccoons on the Council of Elders. But there will... Anytime the council is called, there are a few that hang around and try to keep tabs on what we are deciding.
Well, sure. I mean, they live in this territory, right?
They do. A fact which many of my cousins tend to ignore or blow off.
Hmm.
They don't have our size or stature or strength, and for many, that makes them insignificant. Or less significant, maybe. Or simply not... We're not a tribe, the way I have seen your tribes work. We are more a group of individuals that happen to be the same species. They are not our species, and so the bears often see them the same way that they see the rest of you.
Well, that is unfortunate. I think many people felt the same way about the rats, and look at what's happening now. Before long, the rats will be here, everywhere.
My uncle was making inroads with them, but then he went away.
I thought you said he wasn't missing.
He's not. He just hasn't been here in this habitat in months.
Oh, right.
The
Well, why
others all
don't...
think he has been taken.
Mm-hmm,
And with
mm-hmm.
that, any desire for reconciliation with the raccoons went with him.
Well, how do you feel about the raccoons?
She looks around, peers out one of the windows, turns back. I feel as my uncle does. You know that. We all must get together. We must all band together to fight the Watchers. You get the sense that even as the leader of the de facto leader at this point of the bear tribe, even she is nervous about talking about the resistance out loud in this area, in this territory. Not just for fear of somebody finding out Truffaut 13 is alive, but just you get the sense that the resistance is not well considered here. Mechanically speaking, the insurgency is still low enough that even she, who is their temporary leader, would be in a bad spot if she was found to be talking about resistance activity. If we want to survive the Watchers, if we want to escape this place, we must all work together, and that includes the raccoons. It's not that the rest of the bears have disdain for them. They just don't consider them at all. They're just there.
You don't have to be a seer to see the future here. I think we found what we're looking for. A group of disgruntled, angry, marginalized people. We didn't come here for the bears. We came for the raccoons.
The future.
The future!
Future.
Hey, Truffaut.
Yes?
Hey, is it true that there's panko bears here?
What?
I heard that there was a panko bear, black and white.
Panda?
Panda.
Yeah, yes. Yes, there are. We
I
have
would
all
like-
kinds of bears here.
I would like to see them.
I mean, that can be arranged. I mean, there's one on there's one on the council.
Perhaps we'll see one when we speak.
Thurman 77. She is a panda.
Herman 77. A real panko bear.
Panda.
Panda bear. What did you say?
Panda.
Panda.
Make a note to acquire and create a sheet for Thurman 77.
Thurman.
Council of Bears.
It will take some time. Most of the bears don't live here in the park. We're spread out around the entire habitat, and to call them and get them here will take a day or so.
Good to know. Definitely don't do that now.
Do You don't want me to?
Well, what would we tell them? We have no idea what to say or do, so we'd be
Oh,
calling
oh.
them and then be like, sorry.
Right. That. Yeah. No. I thought you wanted to see a panda immediately. Never mind.
Oh,
That makes sense.
but, don't mind me, by the way, guys. I'm just taking mental notes of what we could address. You know, big talk.
Oh, yeah, if you have ideas, let them rip, Ginkgo.
Oh, oh my God,
I had
I
heard
don't have.
Ringo brought a rabbit down from the Warrens. Guess that's you.
I'm a hare, but same thing.
I,
Same.
sorry, I meant rabbit tribe.
Hey, fair. I get it. It happens. It happens at all. Well, nice to meet you. Uh, name's Ginkgo. You
I'm
know,
Wildpaw. True Thought, 21.
Dawkins, 20. Yeah. Um, honestly, you guys have I feel like we got something right. We gotta stir up a little bit of like that
Mm,
tribal essence
yeah,
that
stir up
that we
some,
all share.
some fervor.
Yeah.
Get people talking. Blow up a bridge.
We no. First of all, I feel like we got to unify first,
Mm,
and then once we get them like that, uh, we can try to spark a fire under the air. If we can get them to get angry with watches, we can inspire some change.
boy,
But first we gotta come together as people.
these are all very good ideas.
This is all
Those,
true, but this is dangerous talk to use out loud here, even here.
Should we whisper?
uh,
Just be careful who you trust.
but right now, all we're doing is getting the people together. We're getting the raccoons and the bears together. We're gonna try to soothe that out, and then we can work our way up. Or at least talk to some of the raccoons, see how they feel.
Yeah. See how they feel about explosives.
Do, do you have explosives?
No, I don't even know what it means, actually.
If there's anything else I can do for you, let me know. I will try to be available for you here, but I need to do everything I can to I cannot lose face among the other bears. I cannot lose control of the tribe. Until my uncle sees fit to return here, control of this tribe is very tentative. I do what I can to ensure that loyalty to the Watchers does not reach the levels that we see in the dog tribe. They don't
Mm.
feed us like they do the dogs, but too many here still treat them as sacrosanct.
Okay.
We'll need time to consider these things. Hey, is this place cool for us?
She gestures towards the far end of the room. You're basically in like, think like a big cafeteria that has been sectioned off. And she gestures towards the other side. The territory of any single bear is greater, it seems, than the territories you hold. You may rest here in my space.
Good.
Thank you so much.
Just remember, if it comes down to protecting you, protecting my hold on this tribe, you are on your own.
But I understand.
Hey, we know that when the time comes, you'll do the right thing.
Don't let that time come too soon.
All right, we're gonna brainstorm for a little bit. You'll be around if we need you.
I will be here.
Oh,
Try not
great.
to make too much noise.
No promises.
I promise. I promise.
Oh, it's getting a little chilly. I'm gonna grab my things.
Forgot you've been doing this entire conversation butt naked.
But ass. Yeah, but ass nigga.
Yeah.
Just gonna let it
Yeah.
all hang out.
It's power move.
Yeah.
It's working.
I mean, also technically nothing hangs out, you know, biologically speaking.
Yep.
Right. Right.
Alrighty.
But if it was, you know, it'd be slinging low, though. You know what I mean?
I just I hope you never experience this picture.
What picture?
I,
What do you
I,
mean?
Oh no.
I see the picture of Kermit the Frog. Dick was just wildly.
Is it like the Omegle thing? Because I know like a guy was doing like a joke on there.
I, I don't know. I'm afraid.
Like, I'm sure
I
there's
just
tons of Kermit Rules 34.
definitely a lot of that, but
Okay,
I don't think.
hold on. Let's save this conversation till after we have wrapped up session and we are not being recorded.
Can we? Can I be the episode name?
Kermit Rule 34.
34 Kermit.
That video's getting taken down.
I feel like, you know what? I'm just going to stop myself. Anyway, you have arrived at the bear habitat. You have seen the issues laid out before you here. You have successfully escaped from the patrols of the watchers in the reptile habitat, finding no patrols here, thankfully, so far. And some ideas on how to recruit a cell here in the bear habitat.
Ted.
Yeah.
Is my time swimming around in the water enough to heal me my instinct damage? Expressing my animal need to bathe?
We will go with yes. Normally, it would take a significant amount of also just kind of downtime, but you will essentially have done that first and do the downtime after, and that's fine. As you all are plotting for a little while.
Hell yes.
It is still early afternoon. I'm doing the math in my head on your travels. Yeah. Should be early afternoon when you have gotten here, so there's still plenty of daylight left for scheming and then doing. But we will do that next week because it is 12:30 already.